Hello, my name is Adam. I'm a former competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. I've topped multiple regionals, and this is my 100% guide to the Eternal Duelist Soul. Alright, so this game is the next one up in the series of games I'm playing on the Early Days collection here. I'm probably going to go through and play every single one of these games. I don't see why not. So, let's play the Eternal Duelist Soul. This one's going to be very fun. This is the first game that actually has the TCG rules, so that's going to be different than what we're used to so far. To start the game, you need to select an initial deck. You have 3 choices, and you won't know what you get until after you made your selection. Okay, choose carefully. It's actually not true, because we do know what we're going to be getting. Well, kind of. Because I have information for all of you to share. You have 3 different deck choices. You have a black deck, a red deck, and a green deck. It is just an illusion of choice, though, because essentially they are the same. If you look at the cards in front of you now, on the left-hand side are the guaranteed cards in every single deck. So every single one of these decks, no matter which one you choose, is always going to have these cards, which are all actually pretty good. Pot of Greed, Change of Heart, Monster Reborn, Summon Skull, Mystical Elf, and Mystical Space Typhoon are all pretty good cards. Now, on the right-hand side, you see 3 different sections of cards. Each of those is going to be a card pool, and you get 1 card at random from each of those pools in your deck, no matter what color deck you choose. So you can reset over and over again if you don't get the exact drop that you'd like. However, all these cards are pretty good. Dark Hole and Raigeki are basically the same. Mega Morph, Snatch Steal, Premature Barrel, all very good equip spell cards, and then Mere Force, Ring of Destruction, or Bell of Destruction in this game, and Call of the Haunted are all very good trap cards. And you're going to want to keep an eye out on which cards you do get, because a lot of these cards are limited to only 1 copy per deck. And we'll go over the ban list here soon. This is where the deck differences come into play. Depending on which deck you choose, you're going to get 6 cards at random from one of these pools, and then 3 cards at random from the other 2 pools. They're all basically going to be your better normal monsters at the beginning of the game. However, I think the red deck has the most powerful attack monsters on average, with things like Axe Raider, 7-colored Fish, and the Blackland Fire Dragon are not too bad of cards. Although the other ones have Battle Ox and stuff. Now, the next section here, you're just going to get 9 cards at random from this whole pool, no matter what deck color you choose. Interestingly enough, there is 1 piece of Exodia in this pool, which is weird. You also can get the Giant Soldier of Stone, which isn't too bad at all. And then for the last cards, we have on the left-hand side, these are going to be your Tribute 7 monsters. So you get 2 of these at random. The better ones looking like they're probably like Judge Man and maybe Curse of Dragon, but you're going to replace these very quickly. And then the one on the right are going to be your very powerful effect monsters, and you get 1 of those cards at random. Although we're probably going to want to try to get those cards as we go through the game from packs. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the red deck. Let's go ahead and look at the ban lists as the very first thing we're going to do. So this is the first game, like I said, that has the TCG rules, and with that comes a ban list. Now, it's called a ban list, but there's not actually any banned cards. There's only cards limited to 1, and then semi-limited, meaning you can only play 2 copies. So on screen now are going to be all of your limited cards. All 5 pieces of Exodia, things like Raigeki, Dark Hole, Call of the Haunted, Mere Force, Pot of Greed, Change of Heart. Lots of very powerful cards, all limited to 1. And a lot of these are in your starting deck or have the capability of being in your starting deck. So you're going to want to make sure to check what cards you do have, because you don't want to be getting the same pack over and over again trying to get a Mere Force if you already have a Mere Force. You can only play 1. Now, the next set of cards here are semi-limited, meaning you can only play 2 copies of each of these cards in your deck. Notable cards here that you are going to definitely want to play are basically all of them. Delinquent Duo, Graceful Charity, Heavy Storm, Ring of Destruction, all very good cards. All these cards are actually pretty good for this early game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why they're limited to. And then one thing that's different about this game is it actually has a calendar system. So let's look at this calendar, okay? So it starts off on January 1st, and then as we go through the year, we have different events that pop up. And this actually is going to play into the main part of the game where you have to win the national championship to unlock one of the duelists at the end. And that's in November. Now, you might be wondering how you pass days in this game. 1 duel equals 1 day. So you're going to have to duel around 200 times in order to get to the national championship. However, in order to unlock all the packs, you basically have to duel that many times anyway, so we should be pretty close after doing everything in the game. You get the weekly Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is just a free set of cards that we'll go over shortly. And then you have the weekend duels, and you have matches and stuff on the weekend, just to kind of get you ready for the tournaments. And if we can go through, you can check all the different events throughout the year, but we'll come across them as we go. Yeah, the Grandpa Cup is like another little tournament that you can do. The passwords, however, are the passwords that are going to be on the bottom left-hand corner of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. You can only enter in 1 password per card. You're not going to be able to make a crazy powerful deck with all 3 ofs, but you can get some of your favorite cards if you have them. All the passwords are easily looked up online if you wanted to get a very specific card for your deck. So let's just go into the campaign. That's the only thing you can really do in the game. And then we have, typically, as with all these Yu-Gi-Oh games, we have 5 duelists that we get a duel. Now, they have learned, and they have changed it, so that you no longer have to beat everybody 5 times to move on. In this first tier, all we have to do is beat everybody 2 times. Pretty easy. Now, we will have to duel them more than 2 times to unlock the different packs throughout the game, but I will go over those here shortly. Let's just go ahead and unlock the next stage first. The first duelist we're going to be dueling is Tristan, just like with basically every other game. Okay, so the deck lists are a little bit different for this game. The stars that you're seeing on the screen are going to be their difficulty based on my own opinion. It's not really based on any facts other than that. Although I have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time, I've top-8'd a handful of regionals, and I went to Nats 10 years in a row. So, and I day-2'd Nats 1 year actually, which is pretty cool. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh cards for sure. Tristan's deck is pretty terrible though. It's meant to just kind of teach you the game. He does have a couple monsters with 2,000 defense, so that's a little bit annoying. However, we do have the Summon Skull in our starting deck, and then things like Raigeki and stuff to deal with them, so shouldn't be much of a problem. And then his highest attack points is going to be 1,500 off a normal summon. He does have the Summon Skull though, and like the Sword Stalker and stuff, so if he has that 2,000 defense monster in play, like the Prevent Rat, the Spirit of the Harp, or the Aquamador, and then he tributes over it, you're going to want to have something to deal with it. Although we have Change of Heart, Snatch, Steal, Mirror Force, all kinds of things to deal with it, so this shouldn't be a problem at all. Hiya, I'm Tristan Taylor. I don't have that much experience, but don't think for a second that I'm a pushover. Alright, so we want to hold down R as we're doing this until the duel starts. That way it's in fast mode. We don't want to play slow mode duel. It takes forever. Oh, he's letting me go first though. How nice. Okay, so now we can let go of the R button. We open Witch of the Black Forest. That's actually pretty nice. Witch of the Black Forest is a really good card. When it gets into the graveyard, we can add a monster with 1,500 or less defense from our deck to our hand. So that's a pretty powerful effect. We'll just summon the Winged Dragon. And we'll equip with the Black Pendant, puts it at 1,900 attack points. That's going to be stronger than anything he has, basically. And then he doesn't have any spells or traps really to deal with my monsters, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, what's the next strongest monster we have? A Griffor? Okay, let's summon it, I guess. The 2,000 defense? Nope, awesome. I was a little concerned about that. I think he has like 4 or 5 monsters that have 2,000 defense. I can't remember exactly. But the good thing about this game, as opposed to the other games we've been playing, is the other games, your starting deck only has monsters like 300, 400 attack points. This game actually has regular attack points because it's regular Yu-Gi-Oh! It's no longer the silly Yu-Gi-Oh! I do like the old Game Boy Color games though. I think they're fun for what they are. However, there's a reason I played regular Yu-Gi-Oh! For so long. I really like this. Although, this is really basic Yu-Gi-Oh! There's nothing too crazy that we can do. However, I'm going to try, I think, to build a pretty powerful deck for the time. I'm going to try to build a Cyberstein deck in this game. It's not too difficult to get to, because Cyberstein's a common, like kind of like halfway through the game, and then we can get a bunch of the fusions in another pack. So we can do Cyberstein into the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is pretty funny. We're going to save the Snatch Steal just in case his monster has... Oh, I should have summoned another monster. I messed up there. Whoopsies. I'm playing too fast. But yeah, we're going to make a Cyberstein deck. We're going to try to make a good one. I think Last Will is in this game as well, and Cannon Soldier. So what we can do is we can use Cannon Soldier's effect to sacrifice himself to deal 500 to our opponent, and then use Last Will's effect to summon Cyberstein from our deck, and then use Cyberstein's effect to pay 5,000 to summon the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon from our extra deck. So it's pretty good on turn 1, 4,500 attack point monster, so that should be good enough to beat the game, right? That's not playing anyway, but we might get some different cards that take us down a different path. Although there's only so many things you can do in this old game. Oh, I shouldn't have summoned there. Okay. I didn't get punished here, but I had enough damage on the board. I shouldn't have summoned it in case he had like Torrential Tribute. That would have been a problem. But we're good. That was the first game against Tristan 1. Pretty easy. You're a good duelist. You're really good. I can't win. I don't duel enough. Alright, so then this gets us to how we get packs in the game. After you beat a duelist, you get one pack out of the different pack selection, and then beating certain duelists certain numbers of times will unlock new packs, but we'll get to those later. Let's go ahead and cover these first couple packs and what their contents are. Before we pick our first pack though, let's go over the drop rates for the different packs of the game. These are going to be based off of the Japanese packs, so it's going to be a little bit different maybe than the packs that you're familiar with from America. Every pack is going to come with 5 cards. There are 4 commons, and then a 5th card that's a variant, so it could be any of a number of rarities, including common. It has a 61 out of 90 chance of being common, so there's going to be a lot of 5 common card packs, unfortunately. 1 in every 5 packs is going to include a rare, 1 in every 15 is going to include a super rare, 1 in every 30 is going to contain an ultra rare, 1 in every 45 a secret rare, and then 1 in 30 is going to contain a normal common card. That's essentially like a short print common. Now, not every single pack is going to have all of those different rarities, and I'm not sure exactly what happens if you were to roll that rarity, if it does a reroll or if you just get a common. I assume it's just a reroll. So let's look at the Dark Magician pack as our first pack. Let's start with the Ultra. So this is going to be the highest rarity card in this pack. It's going to be Gaia the Fierce Knight and Dark Magician, just some Yugi cards. They're actually not that great just because they're 2 tributes and they're both either the same or less than Summon Skull, which is only 1 tribute. So realistically using a lot of resources for not a lot of attack power, but I get it. They're Yugi cards, they're pretty cool. Now looking at the supers, these are actually really good cards. You have Fissure, Dark Hole, and Trap Hole. Now you do start with 2 Trap Hole in your deck, so getting a 3rd one wouldn't be bad. Dark Hole is also possible in your starting deck, however we got Raigeki, so we're going to want this Dark Hole. Fissure is a really good card as well. It destroys an opponent's monster with the lowest attack points, but you can set that up so they only have 1 monster, making sure you always kill the thing you want to get rid of. The rares for this pack are all just going to be the power-up spell cards for varying types. These cards aren't very good. 300 attack points isn't very much, and then there's an extra card for just a little bit of attack boost. It's not very good. I wouldn't recommend getting these cards or using them. And then here are all the common cards from the pack. You can pause on this screen if you, whenever these pop up, just to see if there's anything you'd like out of this pack. I'll try to mention things that are in here, because sometimes like Pot of Greed and stuff are commons in packs, and that's actually pretty cool. However, you always start off with Pot of Greed, so there's no point in getting it. It's only at 1, you can only play 1, but that was just an example. Now we do get 3 different packs, so let's look at the Mystical Elf Pack as well. The ultra rares for this pack are the Curse of Dragon and the Swords of Revealing Light. You already start with the Swords of Revealing Light, so you can get a second copy from this pack if you want. Curse of Dragon also is another one of those Yugi cards, so if you're trying to get a bunch of Yugi cards, I guess this would be a good pack for you. You also have the Mystical Elf and the Monster Reborn, although again, you start with Monster Reborn in your deck, so you don't need to get it out of this pack, you already have one. Mystical Elf isn't bad though. 2000 defense, you can set and then tribute it for a Summon Skull or something. And then the rares for this pack are another set of the power-up spells for varying types. Again, not very good. And then all the commons for this pack, a bunch of random fusion monsters, and a Spirit of the Harp, which is 2000 defense, which again, not too bad. The third pack is going to be the Red Eyes Black Dragon pack. And this is the first one with a secret rare. That's going to be Gaia the Dragon Champion. So if you wanted to fuse your Gaia from the other pack and your Curse of Dragon from the second pack, you can make it here if you get it from this pack. Then the Ultras, you get the left leg of Exodia and Red Eyes. For the super rares, you get Hane Hane and Man-Eater Bug. Hane Hane bounces a monster when it's flipped, and then Man-Eater Bug destroys a monster when it's flipped, so Man-Eater Bug is typically the better one. However, Hane Hane isn't too bad. And then Stop Defense as well, which is okay, it's not that great. As for the rares, it's just a bunch of tribute monsters, and then a Rogue Doll, which isn't too bad, but this game has things like Vorse Raider and Gemini Elf and Mechanical Chaser, so Rogue Doll's attack points aren't very good. And then the commons, like Pot of Greed, but again, you cannot play it because it's in the starting deck and it's only at 1. Scaling Goal isn't bad though, it has a flip effect to draw 1 card, and that looks like it might be it for this pack as far as anything notable. So for us, I think we're gonna go with the Dark Magician pack. I want to get those fissures and potentially a Dark Hole. But I just got 5 commons. Awesome. Now the next opponent is going to be Yugi. Alright, look at Yugi's deck. He has all 5 pieces of Exodia. That is right. Terrifying, honestly, because if he draws them, he wins. That's pretty good. His duelist rating only is 1 star, though. Besides that, he has a bunch of really weak monsters and some cards that he used from the show, like Dark Magician and stuff. His attack and defense barrier are going to be the exact same as Tristan's, although he has less monsters with 2000 defense, so it should be a little bit easier. He does have Monster Reborn, though, so you might want to watch out for that. Hi, I'm Yugi Muto. Did you just start playing duel monsters too? I think I'm just going to set my Mystical Elf. That's probably the best one here. I don't need to set like anything else that's crazy. I'll set the 7 tools. I'm not really too afraid of him summoning anything. I guess I didn't look to see if he has, like, I don't think he has anything to destroy my spells and traps, but I always play cautiously because Heavy Storm's in this game, and Feather Duster. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to trap hole that. He'll take 800 damage here, and then we can figure this out later. Aha, I got him. So now his face down, we do have an answer for it if it's anything scary. The only trap card he has is trap hole, so, yep. Oh, it is my turn. If he tribute summons, I can trap hole whatever he summons. Okay, that can attack directly, can it? No, how silly. Yep, I just need to draw a monster with some decent attack points and we're okay here. Sweet, I did it, go me. And then even if he has Trap Hole set here, I can 7 tools it. Yep, look at me, I'm so smart. That's gonna negate it and pay 1000 life points and get any trap card. And then we'll enter a battle phase, and then I will attack over the Mystic Lamp, that way he can't attack me again. He's gonna just probably turn the Grifford to defense next turn. Got him. Oh no, he Karibo'd to not take the damage. That's fine. Main phase 2, and then I don't think we're going to do anything here. I guess I can set the MST, but it won't do anything, really. He doesn't have very many spells and traps, and he uses only trap card, basically. Oh no, he didn't turn his monster to defense. How could he? How silly. I guess I'll summon the Holograph. It's probably not going to do much. Okay. And then attack over. Oh, no. Oh, it's asking me if I want to use the MST. Okay. I was like, why does it keep prompting me to do things? I can't just hold down B in this game either, unlike the newer Yu-Gi-Oh games. And by newer, I mean like the DS era games. You can like hold down B and it won't ask you if you want to chain anything in response. We're not that lucky in this game though. I want to trap hole this. I think I will. That's not necessary. It will attack. It would have attacked over my monster, and I'd rather get more damage. And I have a Mirror Force to deal with anything too crazy that he could summon. I don't have very strong monsters right now, so I need to keep the ones I have in play in order to make sure this game doesn't take a million years. Okay, interesting you said it. Probably nothing good then. I'll summon the Crawling Dragon just to make sure I can attack over their monster. Or deal enough damage to win the game, I'm sorry, after I attack over their monster. Nice, okay. Yeah, because I could have tried attacking with one of my smaller guys, but that doesn't guarantee it. And then that's only 2,300, so that wouldn't have been enough to win. And boom. Way to go, Holograph. Good thing I saved you at the trap hole. You won me the game. Easy peasy Yugi duel. And now the next duelist is going to be Taya. Now you might be wondering why Taya is actually higher than Yugi. That seems kind of weird, right? Well, it's because her attack barrier is 1900 because of 2 Gemini Elf in her deck, which Gemini Elf is actually going to be one of the better normal summonable monsters in the game, so that's actually pretty good. She also has Change of Heart, Monster Reborn, and Raigeki. Her deck is going to be a little bit better than the ones we've seen previously. She's going to be a little bit more tough, but I think our starting deck should still be pretty good against her, as long as you're saving your cards for the right time. You really want to duel with me? Me? Wow, okay. I'm going to make you sorry you ever met me. We open this all monsters. Not the greatest. Blackline Fire Dragon is their strongest, so let's go ahead and summon him. Oh, nope. And let's get the attack in, and let's see what they have. Hopefully not a Mystical Elf. Okay, oh, we gotta draw, though. Okay, go ahead. A Tiger Axe? That's not very good. Although, it's the best one we have besides our Blackline Fire Dragon, so I guess we'll summon it. Attack the other monster that they set. Cool. At least they killed that. Well, I'm going to draw something that's a little stronger, or a spell or trap to remove their thing. It's a little annoying, huh? At least she didn't have the Gemini Elf for us. We would have probably lost by now. Okay, cool. We have a trap hole now for one of their Gemini Elves. And she has 2, though, so you gotta watch out for that. I do think I'm going to set the Mystical Elf. That way they may attack it with their monster that I can't attack over currently. What is it? The Protector of the Throne? It's possible, so allow them to misplay. Even in real life, setting your opponent up to misplay is like a for sure a strategy. Okay, nope, they're using that one to attack. That makes more sense. Well, I still take 900 from that. Aha, got him. Okay, sweet. So which of the Black Force is actually really good here? Because I can add Summon Skull. So what I'll do is I will attack, and I will trade with their monster. And then I will add the Summon Skull, so the next one I contribute summon for it, and attack over their defense monster. Although we will have to be concerned about Raigeki and Change of Heart. Although Raigeki Change of Heart only lasts for the turn, so it's not that big of a deal. As long as we're not too low on life points, but we're at 8,000 right now, so it shouldn't be a problem. Raigeki, however, would be a problem. Okay, so we'll summon the Summon Skull. We'll attribute over the Mystical Elf. That's the whole point of them, is to be used to attribute summon. I guess it can also wall, which is nice. Like stall out if you don't have your Swords of Revealing Light. And then let's attack here. Hopefully this kills this and we can get some damage in. Nice. There's a reason why they give you Mystical Elf and Summon Skull in every single deck, because it's a really good combo. Not really a combo, but like, it's a good synergy. High defense. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yep, Raigeki. Okay. Yep, I was afraid of that. We do not need to trap hole that because we have monsters that can attack over it, so that's fine. Now, we do need to be aware of the fact that she could have Monster Reborn and then Monster Reborn back our Summon Skull and use it to attack us. And Trap Hole does not stop that, so that is our biggest weakness currently. But bar that, we should be okay. Because if they draw a Gemini Elf, we just Trap Hole it, and otherwise we should just go attack with our other guys. Ah, 1,500 attack points. I feel like I need to still Trap Hole that. I don't have anything else to deal with that right now. Okay, yep. Alright, you don't get used on Gemini Elf. Man, I'm not really drawing any of my strong monsters. Okay, second Hitotsumi Giant. But we're making the best of it, though. That just shows you how powerful which of the Black Forest was. It tutored out the Summon Skull and it really brought me back into the game. Although, she had the Raigeki, so... There's a reason why she's the third duelist and not the first. Okay. So nothing can attack over my Hitotsumi Giant, as she has. I could turn a face up with this, but I'm not going to. Hopefully this can attack over it. Nice, okay, good. And then we might win next turn, but I'm a pessimist. I think she's gonna draw something. Okay. What do we get? Mammoth Graveyard again? Alright. All doubles. That's so funny. Ah, shit. Okay. See? I knew it. So what I can do is I can attack over their face down. Or try to. And then put a monster in defense and hopefully lure them into attack mode so I can deal some damage over another monster. So, like, this one's pretty weak, so I can set that, and then maybe they'll attack into it and destroy it. Oh, cool. Oh, interesting, they turned the Beaver Warrior to attack mode. Doesn't that 1,200 attack points? So, I can attack over this one. And our Winged Dragon can attack over the Beaver Warrior, and then I can attack one more time, because they'll have 50 life points left for game. Ah, gotcha. And the next duelist is Joey! Okay, Joey actually has a fusion monster in his extra deck, the 1000 Dragon, so it's covering up his little profile a little bit, but I didn't know where to place them, so that's where they went. Their attack barrier is 2000, defense barrier 1600, so he's the first one to not have 2000 defense monsters, although he has a 2000 attack point monster in the Panther Warrior, so that's kind of scary. He does have a decent suite of cards for spells and traps. He does have the Magic Arm Shield, which is going to be kind of annoying if you have multiple monsters out, Magic Jammer to stop our spells, Mirror Force and Skull Dice to affect us when we're doing our attacks. He has Heavy Storm, Change of Heart, Raigeki, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn. He's got lots of stuff. Time Wizard to destroy all of our stuff too, so. But still, not too bad. We should be able to beat him pretty easily. He's a 1-star duelist in my opinion. I'm Joey. You think you can beat my deck's Pride and Joy? Red Eyes Black Dragon? Raigeki and Dark Hole work no matter what the card's name. Well, not all the cards, I guess. Some cards are immune to those. No cards in this game are, though. Only modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards are that good. Cool, I got the Crawling Dragon, that's nice. A decent amount of attack points. I will set the 7 tools. I don't think I need MST here, so we'll end our turn. Okay. Curious what his trap card is. Oh, we drew the 7-colored fish, that's nice. Alright, so we have MST, oh, and Dark Hole. Okay, I couldn't remember what our cards were in hand. I wish they'd show a picture instead of just the, like the same generic art for each card, but that's fine. Oh, Mirror Force. We have the 7 tools for that, that's fine. I was aware of that was a possibility, and I played around it. Nice. Alright, let's get in there. So now the only thing we should have to really worry about is Skull Dice, potentially. Not really too much, but maybe. And then the Magic Arm Shield. So we'll set an MST, and then if he sets a card, we probably just blind MST it. I'm not really a big proponent of doing that, but it is okay sometimes. All our monsters have 1200 attack points. Alright, Mammoth Graveyard, let's go with you. Well, this is going pretty well so far. Nice. And that's gonna do. I'm gonna do 3,000 damage this turn, so then he should only be at 3,200. So I should be able to beat him next turn. Now the MST set, so like he really can't have anything too good here, I don't think. He has Raigeki, I guess, which that would be kind of annoying. So yeah, if he top deck Raigeki, that would be a problem. Not really a problem, it would just be a setback. Oh no, he just threw one of my monsters. How could he? That's not a Joey card. It's a Kaiba card. How could he? That's not following the lore accurately. Okay, attack over him, and then we should be able to attack for game. I didn't do the math, but it's probably right. I think it, oh shit, hold on. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're 100 over. Nice. So the first duel against Joey, pretty easy. Just, that Mirror Force could have been a problem, but we had the 7 tools. And this is the weekly Yu-Gi-Oh! So, the weekly Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just 5 cards that you're going to get on the same day every week. I think it's like every Tuesday, so like every 7 duels, essentially. Now the cards you get are in 2 different packs. There's an A pack and a B pack. So pack A, pack B. And whichever one you get is random. So let's go over each of those because they have 2 different drop pools. Isn't that exciting? Now there's no way to grind these, so I'm just showing you this so you have the information. But you do get these packs relatively often. So the normal or the short print common cards, Call of the Haunted actually is one of them, which is pretty cool. Baby Dragon and Labyrinth Wall. Again, this pack is huge, so it has a bunch of secret rares, a bunch of stuff from the show, like the Battle City arc of the show, Jinzo, Insect Queen, Panther Warrior, all kinds of stuff like that. The Jinzo is probably the best card of the secrets for this, although Dragon Capture Jar is pretty good. It's pretty good against Kaiba specifically in this game. And this game does have a side deck though for the tournaments. You are playing matches, so Dragon Capture Jar in the side deck actually isn't bad. You're gonna definitely want to use that. And then for the Ultras, you have the 3 pieces of Exodia, Vorse Raider, and Crush Card Virus. Crush Card Virus is insane in this game. It was good in the last game we played, but it is really good in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Super rares, all kinds of random cards. Nothing too good here outside of Harpie's Feather Duster. Just some cool iconic cards from the show. And the rares, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is a rare, weird. And Megamorph is also rare. Those are the most notable ones, but the other ones are just kind of cool cards from the show again. And then this is the big pool of common cards. Lots of different common cards you can get. All kinds of useful stuff in here, like the Axe Raider, Battle Ox, Graceful Charity, Giant Trunade is pretty good. And that was Pack A, so then this is Pack B. And Pack B is going to be a smaller pack, and this is going to be more so like Yugi cards from the show. So Karibo is the short print common normal rare from this one. Gaia, the Dragon Champion, and Time Wizard are going to be the secret rares. The Ultra rares, nothing too crazy here. Magician of Black Chaos is kind of cool, same with Red Eye's Black Metal Dragon, but nothing too good. Super rares, Trap Hole and Fissure, Dimensional Warrior, which is actually DD Warrior in the TCG. All 3 of those are pretty good cards. You already start with 2 Trap Holes though, so it would be your 3rd copy. Rares, Megamorph again as a rare, pretty good. Ultimate Offering is a really powerful card as well, so if you get that, you're definitely going to want to play it. And then a bunch of the field spells and some power-up stuff. And then the commons, not very many commons. Polymerization if you want to play a fusion deck, I guess. And nothing too crazy here. And the last duelist for this area is Bakura. Now, Bakura is going to be our first 2-star duelist. He has an attack barrier of 2,000, a defense barrier of 1930. Because of the Castle of Dark Illusions, I hate the 30, it's so weird. He does have 3 copies of the Dark Elf, which is a 2,000 attack point level 4 monster. He does have to pay 1,000 life points every time he wants to attack with it, but it is still 2,000 attack points, which is very powerful. And it's going to be a problem. He does have Man-Eater bugs, so we're going to want to watch out for the monsters we attack with when he has a set monster. His spells and traps aren't necessarily as powerful as the other ones we've seen. It's mostly the monsters that are going to be the real issue here. Although he does have Black Pendant and Axe of Despair to power up his monsters. He has Change of Heart, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, and Trap Hole, and the Magic Jammer. Spellbinding Circle as well, but that's not too much of a concern for us, I don't think. As the decks appear to be ready, let us begin without further ado. Is the hardest opponent for Stage 1. Very exciting. We haven't had too much problems just yet, though, but we're not done with Stage 1 even after these duels. We have a lot more duels to go in this area to unlock more packs. We opened the Neo, the Magic Swordsman, which is very nice. We actually opened a lot of our stronger monsters this game, which will hopefully be helpful if he draws any of the Dark Elves. Nice, okay, cool. Weak monster. What was the spell we had? Raigeki? That's pretty good. Oh, there's a Dark Elf, okay. So yeah, he's gonna have to pay 1,000 life points to attack with that. Not too bad for us. I have to think if I want a Raigeki to get rid of it. Actually, do not have to now. I'm going to use the Swords of Revealing Light. And then I will set the Witch of the Black Forest. I already have the Summon Skull, so I can tribute Witch for Summon Skull next turn, and then add the 7-colored fish. And then that should be setting us up for a good time. Oh no, now it's 3,000 attack points. Shit. Oh, then he tributed it for something. Oh, that's weird and dumb. Okay, that doesn't seem smart. See, the computer makes some mistakes. However, I think there's like different levels to the computer's like intelligence in this game. So these Stage 1 duels are not going to be the greatest, but as you get further into the game, the computer makes more of the correct plays. Let's see what he tributed something set. It's kind of different. I don't see that often. Oh, Pump King. Okay. And then we had, what, 7 tools was our card? Yep, cool. So we'll go ahead and set that. Go ahead. Oh, now he has a face down. See, that's 7 tools will be handy here. And let's play the 7-colored fish. It could be a Trap Hole. Do I want to stop that? I guess there's not really any other better targets for this other than Magic Jammer and potentially this Spellbinding Circle. But Spellbinding Circle we can hit with our MSTs. So I will attack with, I think, the 7-colored fish. He might have the Castle of Dark Illusions, but okay, he's not. It's not. We're good. Like, that's the only card that punishes me there. It's only 1 copy too, so we can Raigeki his monster that he sets if he sets one, and then summon a monster and attack for game. Cool. And then what's our strongest monster? 1,200? No, 1,600. Crawling Dragon. Cool. Okay. And then Raigeki. Boom. Feels like I'm using Raigeki mostly to push for game as opposed to dealing with kid monsters. That's fine. Both uses are fine. Alrighty, and that's Bakura beaten for the first time. And that's the second win against Bakura. We've beaten everybody 2 times, so we have a total of 10 wins, which unlocks the next pack. Did you know that you can now select a new booster pack? Select it when you got the chance. Oh yeah, so and I also unlocked tier 2, so we got another booster pack, the Tiger Axe. So let's go over both of those real fast. So the secret rare from the Judgment Pack is the Ancient Jar for some reason. I feel like they just filled the slot with whatever they had, so that's a really weird one. The Ultra is a Judge Band. That kind of makes sense, right? But then also the Super is also a Judge Band. This is a smaller pack, so there's not going to be as many cards to get. The rares are nothing really that great. Celtic Guardian's only okay. Everything else is kind of bad. And then as far as the commons go, Last Will, like I was talking about for that Cyber Sign combo, we're going to want that. Waboku and then the Wall of Illusion are all very good cards at commons, so... And the Neo, the Magical Swordsman, isn't bad as well. So we'll probably get a few of these Judgment packs for sure as we go further in the game. And then the other pack is Tiger Axe, which we get for unlocking Stage 2. Tiger Axe is also a smaller pack, only having supers, rares, and commons. The supers, nothing good, honestly. As you can see, just some power-ups cards. The rares, also nothing that great. A couple power-up cards and some monsters. And then the commons, again, not that great, unfortunately. The Bean Soldier's like the highest checkpoint monster, I think, out of this whole pool. So I really wouldn't recommend getting the Tiger Axe pack unless there's one card in particular that you really like out of this pack that you see. But, I mean, nothing too competitive out of here at all. Hey, there's some new duelists in the house. Verify the info using the L and R buttons. Yeah, so you hit L and R to go through to the next duelist. So these are going to be the next 5 duelists we have unlocked. However, in order to unlock a bunch more packs, we got to go back to this first area and duel a bunch of people. So we're going to duel everybody here and win 10 times to unlock a Cyber Harpie pack. We got to beat Joey 20 times in order to unlock the Exodia pack. And then 20 times beating Yugi will unlock the Blue Eyes White Dragon pack. So I'm going to duel everybody a bunch, and then I will be right back whenever I unlock those packs. So we do a match on the weekend. So it's going to be best 2 out of 3. So this will include the side deck. This is going to be good practice coming into the national tournament, which is going to be 4 rounds essentially of the same thing. So today's the day for a duel tournament sponsored by the local card shop or your regular customer. Of course, you've been invited to participate. Since the duels are held in the match format, your side deck is sure to play a vital role. You move to your assigned seat and your opponent arrives. Oh, it's Weevil. Oh yeah, because I have unlocked him already, I guess. Okay, interesting. You better not forget this. The next time I see you, my Insect Queen will destroy all of your petty monsters. Yay, now I get another pack. Oh, another weekly magazine, nice. I got Curse of Dragon, okay. Komori Dragon, that's fun. Okay, we just got the Yu-Gi-Oh magazine, which is a once-a-month publication, and we get 5 cards, kind of like the weekly Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's going to be a slightly different card pool, so I want to go over that with you guys real quick, even though we already opened our pack. So Karibo is going to be the normal rare, like the short print common for this pack. The secret are going to be a bunch of different Yugi cards. You got some pieces of Exodia, the Black Skull Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, Mystical Elf, Alpha, Gaia the Dragon Champion, stuff like that. And then the Ultras, they're going to be more Yugi cards. Basically, this whole set is going to be a bunch of Yugi cards. You got BLS, Summon Skull, which is actually pretty nice. Stuff like Beta, Magician of Black Chaos, Spellbinding Circle. And then the supers, we're getting lower and lower as we get lower in the rarity of the numbers of cards, which is kind of weird, but there's less supers. There's a Ring of Destruction or Bell of Destruction, whatever you want to call it, which is really nice. And then you have some other Yugi cards like Gamma and Magical Hats. And then as far as the rares go, you actually get Mirror Force as a rare, which is kind of cool. And then Valkyrion the Magna Warrior. But we already have a Mirror Force in our deck, so we really don't need that. And then as far as commons go, some of the cool cards in here are going to be like Trap Hole, which is nice. Giant Soldier of Stone's cool. But they're mostly just going to be more Yugi cards like Silver Fang. Fissure is nice, which we've been trying to get, but we did not get it this time. Komori Dragon, which is one of the cards we did actually get from our pack. But the Winged Dragon of Ra is also in this, and this is the only way to get that, and it's weird that it's a common, but this is the only way to get the Winged Dragon of Ra. You can't even put a password in or anything. Okay, so I have beaten everybody at least 10 times in the first stage, so that has unlocked the Cyber Harpie Lady pack. So let's look at the cards for this pack. The secret rare is going to be the Harpie Lady Sisters. That makes sense. The ultra rare is going to be Summon Skull. That's really important, actually. We kind of need more of those. Elegant Egotist is also an ultra rare, and the right leg of Exodia. Super rares are Magician of Faith and Mask of Darkness, both very good cards. Magician of Faith adds a spell card from your graveyard to your hand, and Mask of Darkness adds a trap card. Both very, very good. And as for the rares, they're going to be all the spells that destroy a specific type of monster. So like the Eradicating Aerosol destroying all insects, or the Stain Storm destroying all machines. Now normally these cards would not be very good. However, since this game does employ a match system at the end of the game where at the national tournament we play a best 2 out of 3 games, and we do implement the side deck, these cards are actually very good in this game, ironically enough, because they destroy specific types of monsters. We can put them in the side deck at 3 copies each, and then we're really set against specific duelists. Like the Eradicating Aerosol, we'll have 3 in the side deck, and then if we play against Weevil, we put 3 of them in, and it's like we have 3 Raigekis, essentially. Alright? And then Eternal Drought would be like a similar thing for Mako, and the other cards for other types of people. And as far as the commons go, nothing really too noteworthy here outside of Harpie Lady does come as a common. So that'll be good if you open the Elegant Egotists or the Harpie Lady Sisters and you want to play with those cards. Although they're not that great in this game, but you could do worse for sure. When dueling for 10 wins each against all of these people, when I dueled Taya one time, a special duel occurred. That happens randomly, and when it does occur, we play a match. And a random field spell is chosen to be played at the beginning of each game. It's the same field spell for the whole match, but the field spell is put into play at the beginning of each game at random, so it's kind of weird. And then if you win, you get a special pack. I could not find any information exactly what the pack was, although it looks like it was a late game pack because I got Delinquent Duo and Heavy Storm out of my pack against Taya. Next, I defeated Joey for 20 wins, and doing so unlocked the Exodia Pack. So let's look at the Exodia Pack. The secret rare for the Exodia Pack is going to be the Gaia, the Dragon Champion. So if you want to play like a Polymerization and Yugi cards, this is where you'd get that card. The ultra rares are all 5 pieces of Exodia. That makes sense, being the Exodia Pack, right? You also have Swords of Revealing Light, Red Eyes, and Curse of Dragon. But mostly, if you want Exodia pieces, this is the pack you're going to go for. All the other cards are available in other packs as well. The supers for this pack, some of them are actually pretty good. Hane, Man-Eater Bug, Mystical Elf is okay, and then Monster Reborn is in this pack as well. However, we do get that in our starting deck, so it's not important to get, as it is limited to 1. The rares, all of these are going to be the power-up equip spells for specific types. I don't think these are very good, so I wouldn't really play these if I were you. And looking at the commons, just a bunch of more random stuff. Spirit of the Harp has 2,000 defense, that's okay. You can get Pot of Greed, but again, we have one in our starting deck. It's only limited to 1, so we can't really utilize any more copies. You also can get Giant Soldier of Stone, another 2,000 defense monster. And defeating Yugi 20 times unlocked the Blue Eyes White Dragon Pack, so let's look at that one. The secret rare is going to be the Celtic Guardian. It's not a very good secret rare, so I don't know why they put it this high. Probably just because it was a Yugi card and they thought people would like it. The ultra rares are more cards from the show. Dark Magician, Gaia, Blue Eyes, obviously, and a Flame Swordsman. The super rares are actually pretty good. You have Trap Hole, so if you already have 2 copies in your starting deck, so a 3rd copy would be really good. You also can get Dark Hole or Raigeki. Only one of them come in the starting deck, so if you don't have the other card, you can get it here. And Fissure also, having 3 copies of Fissure is also really, really good. Destroying your opponent's monsters is very powerful. And then if you want to play Polymerization, it's in here as well. As far as the rares go, it's some more power-up spells, as well as Aqua Mador, another monster with 2,000 defense, and then all the field spells. Actually, not all the field spells, they're missing a couple, but a lot of field spells. And looking at the commons, we do have Dragon Capture Jar, which is actually pretty good, like I said, for the side deck. We're going to want that against specifically Kaiba. He does summon the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and if we can activate our Dragon Capture Jar, it turns into defense, making it a lot more manageable to duel against him. And with that, we can go into the second area. So we have 5 more duelists here. We gotta duel them each 3 times to unlock the next area. However, we're gonna have to duel everybody at least 10 times to unlock a specific pack, just like the last area. We also need to defeat Mai 20 times to unlock the Launcher Spider Pack, and Mako 20 times to unlock the Gemini Elf Pack. So the first duelist we're going to be dueling in this area is going to be Espa Roba. So looking at Espa Roba's deck, his attack and defense barrier are going to be the same at 1850. He does have the DD Warrior or Dimensional Warrior in this game, so any battle that occurs with that, both monsters are going to be banished, itself and then whatever monster we have. So we're going to want to watch out for that. He also has the Cyber Jar, another really good monster. He also has a good suite of spell cards, Change of Heart, Dark Hole, Giant Trinid, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and a Raigeki. He also, interestingly enough, has Imperial Order, which is going to be a continuous trap card that negates the effects of all spells, but he will have to pay 700 life points every standby phase. He also has negate, attack, and 7 tools, so the deck's going to be a little bit harder than some of the first area, but he's only 2 stars, so it shouldn't be too bad. I am Espa Roba. I see all of my psychic powers, including your hand. And my deck has gotten quite a bit better, having dueled, like 70 times at this point, getting 70 different packs. So we have 3 Wall of Illusion and 3 Last Will. Oh, we opened Delinquent Duo, really nice. So this card, I just had to pay 1,000 life points, and then they discard 2 cards from their hand at random. Now, that is really, really good. It gives them less options. So let's see what they discarded in case there's a high-level monster that we can Monster Reborn. Actually, we got Dimensional Warrior and Mechanical Chaser. That's really good. Both those cards are pretty good for him. Good for us to have destroyed them. So we will set the Wall of Illusion. I'll set an MST and pass turn. So whatever he has probably just gets returned to the hand if he attacked. Okay, so he did not, and he had no face downs. Perfect. So I will summon my Ryukishin, and I will keep the Wall of Illusion in defense. And attack over here. Ah, Blast Sphere. Okay. So that's going to destroy my monster. I can actually Mystical Space Typhoon that and get rid of it, so my monster will not be destroyed. I'm actually going to do that. Interesting, it put it in the Spell and Trap zone in defense. I didn't know it could do that. Okay, so I was still in battle phase. Let's go to main phase 2, and I can set... Yeah, I'll set 7 tools, why not, and then pass my turn. I'm afraid he has Giant Trunade and Heavy Storm, so I don't want to set too many face downs. Okay, so now I have a Raigeki. I think I'll turn this face up, because he hasn't had any monster to attack me, and I will attack him directly. The worst thing he can have down right now is negate attack, so... Okay, cool. Yeah, that's not a big deal, we'll let that resolve. We'd much rather want to negate, like, I don't know, Imperial Order, probably. The one we'd want to negate with our 7 tools. Giant Trunade, that's not a big deal. Cool, it just passed turn, awesome. We got another Del Duo, sweet. So yeah, we only have 2 copies in our hand, or in our deck, but it is also limited to 2 copies, so it's really powerful though. Look, now he's down to only 1 card in his hand. And he could have played the other 2 monsters and had actual monsters to play at this point in the game, but he does not because we've been discarding all of his cards, so. The Link Duo is really, really good. You shouldn't be afraid to pay life points for good effects. Paying life points is just gonna happen, especially when we get to Cyberstein. Because he pays 5,000 life points to special summon a fusion monster, so we're going to be paying a lot of life points. And at that point, I think I'll put in Woboku's. That way, if I get Change of Heart, I don't just lose. Dark Hole, oh no! That's unfortunate. I'm not drawing any more monsters. I won't do anything. That's fine. I can do the damage. Mirror Force is important. I'm going to save that. I do have Dark Hole and Raigeki in my hand. I'll just pass. If he summons another monster, I can Mirror Force. Yeah, I'll activate it. I don't like doing 1-for-1 with these more powerful cards, like, because we only have 1 copy of Mirror Force. We don't want to waste it all on just 1 monster that we could easily attack over. But 2 monsters, that's now we're talking. Because ideally, you want to try to get rid of 2 or more cards with your 1 card, like giving 2 of your opponent's cards versus your 1 card. And then over time, you're going to have more cards than your opponent. Like, I have 5 cards, and they only have 1 card, because of the Delinquent Duos and the Mirror Forces and stuff, they're giving me +1s. So you do that enough times, then you're pretty sure to win. Like, he's 2 turns away from being beaten. If he summons a monster, I can Change of Heart, and I have Raigeki and Dark Hole to destroy his stuff. So I have so many options. And that's really what having more cards does for you, it gives you more options. Sweet, so I can just summon this, I can Change of Heart his face down, and then attack for game. Yeah, see if it was Cyberstein, that could have caused some problems, because that destroys all the monsters on the field, and then we summon some from our deck. If the top cards of our deck happen to be monsters, we can summon. Or they get set, I can't remember. I get that one confused with Morphing Jar number 2 sometimes. Stop looking at me like that. So the next duelist we have to duel is Mai. Alright, looking at Mai's deck list, she has a Harpie deck. That makes a lot of sense, right? Her attack barrier is 1800, defense barrier 1850. Her highest monster is the Harpie's brother for the normal summon at 1800 attack points. Although she does have the Rising Air Current, which is actually going to increase her monster's attack points. So she's going to be a little bit stronger if she has those to combo with, like, small combo. She also has 2 of the Harpie's Pet Dragon, which is pretty cool. She does have 1 Wall of Illusion and a Morphing Jar as far as effect monsters that are going to be kind of causing us some problems. 2 Witch of the Black Forest for a little consistency. I'm not exactly sure what she's going to be adding. Probably the Harpie's brother with that. And then a bunch of power-up spells for her Harpie ladies. Spells to worry about, though. She does have the Dark Hole, Raigeki, Change of Heart, the Harpie's Feather Duster, and a Snatch Steal. She also has Mirror Force and 2 Magic Jammers, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but it shouldn't be too much worse than Espa Roba. You mentioned you wanted to duel with me? I'm Mai Valentine, Enchanted. Though I doubt you can win over me. Dark Hole, Raigeki, Swords, Celtic Guardian, Del Duo. That's not too bad. I will Del Duo her, though. What'd I get? Magic Jammer and a Faith Bird. That's pretty cool, I guess. So I can set my Trap Hole, and I can summon my Celtic Guardian. It's pretty weak, but I can Trap Hole anything that they summon, and I have a bunch of monster removal and protection in my hand, so we should be okay. Ah, Harpie's brother. Yep, that's what my Trap Hole is for. Trap Hole is such a bad card, but in this game it is decent. I'm a little afraid of Mirror Force. So I will attack first and see if they Mirror Force me. Ah, see, look at that. I'm smart. And then, so the other one's probably Magic Jammer set. I will, whoopsies, summon my Black Lane Fire Dragon. And then, how many cards do you have in hand? 1 card? I'm a little bit afraid of a monster getting destroyed, so I will Swords with Everything Light. Oh, he has Magic Jammer. Oh, cool. Or she does. So I discard her only cards. Now she's top decking. That's actually really nice. So even if they have a monster that can attack for mine, I can just Raigeki it. Oh, cool. They didn't have anything. So it's probably like a pet dragon, I bet. And instead of 7 tools, I should have predicted they were going to destroy the swords, because I knew it was Magic Jammer. Yeah, they just snap, activate their trap cards if they can. I don't think even the later duelists think any more about their trap card activations. I think they just do it whenever they can. I've noticed they kind of hold their spell cards, though, for, like, good moments. Like, they don't necessarily always use Monster Reborn if they have it in their hand. So, I've actually been kind of surprised by the plays the computer makes in these games. Like, they don't make, like, the worst plays ever. But there's only so few options, so... Sometimes they have to stumble into the right play, right? Okay. Okay, oh, again, Graceful and Apothecary, that's actually insane. Alright, so I don't have enough damage to win. No, I don't. So I will just go into battle phase and attack like regular. But now I can just Raigeki their face down if they set another monster next turn, and attack directly for game. Guaranteed. Alright, go ahead, Mai. What you got? Show me what you got. She's up to 3 cards, though, so she did get a lot of card draw there. Oh, she does get rid of one of my monsters. How could she? So now we just not Mirror Force from Raigeki, and then attack for game. Boom, and boom. Easy peasy. I lost? Gosh, why do I have to lose against a rookie like you? I can't believe this. Who said I was a rookie? Okay, so the next duelist for this area is going to be Rex Raptor. Rex is going to be our first 3-star duelist. Attack barrier 1600, defense barrier 2000. He's gonna have a lot more cards that are actually good, like 3 Magician of Faith, 2 Witch of the Black Forest, and a giant rat actually to summon out some monsters from their deck when he gets destroyed. He also has a good set of spell cards, all the ones we're pretty familiar with at this point: Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Raigeki, Dark Hole, Change of Heart, Snatch Steal, and then Mirror Force, 1 Mirror Force and 1 Magic Jammer for the trap cards. He does have a Wasteland though to power up his dinosaur monsters, so he's gonna have a little bit more attack points than 1600 when he opens the field spell. But it shouldn't be too bad with the deck we have, I don't think. We'll see. I am Rex Raptor. My dinosaur army is invincible. We shall see about that. My army of high defense monsters is invisible. Invisible? Invincible? Interesting. So I don't think we're going to have enough attack points to not get killed. So I'm going to put up a swords preemptively. I'm going to summon... Hold on, what's his lower attack points? Oh, they're the same. I'll summon the Black Lane Fire Dragon, then hopefully we can distribute over that for the Summon Skull next turn. I'm going to hold the Mystical Space Typhoon in our hand in case they have their Heavy Storm. That way I don't lose 2 spells. Cool. I'm curious what they have set. So I'm going to summon my Komori Dragon. I wonder if they only set it because I have swords in play. They might have more attack points than us. Interesting. If they, oh, nope, shit. It's Giant Soldier of Stone. Okay. I messed up. That's fine. Main phase 2, I will set a Magic Jammer and pass. Yeah, this seems pretty good. I can discard Buster Blader if I have to use... Oh, no! That's fine. I wonder what they tribute set. Well, I will tribute summons... Oh, nope, I don't want to tribute set him. I want to tribute summon him. Yep, and we'll tribute our monster. Now, I'll attack over the face-down monster because I want to be able to Monster Reborn it myself. And they probably have some decent attack points. Yep, 2200. Okay, that's not bad. I can't do it this turn. Well, I can do it this turn, but it's not really going to do much. So I'm going to wait till next turn. My Swords of Revealing Light is gone. Oh, no. Alright, so Monster Reborn. Summon back the Twin-Headed Fire Dragon. I think is what it's called. Yep. So I will attack their face down with this. Yeah, I was trying to remember if they had anything that could mess me up, but I don't think so. And nope. And then attack over here. And get in for big damage. And then I will set a trap hole just in case. I guess I can set an MST as well. Go ahead. I have Magic Jammer, so I can stop a Heavy Storm. Nope, nothing. I'll attack with this just to make sure I guarantee they're destroyed. Okay. And I'll get in for 4,000, and then he should be dead next turn. Another set card. Wonderful. Okay. Nice. Easy peasy. No need a Dark Hole. That's silly. I will, however, attack with his monster, destroying his face down. As long as it's not a giant rat, we should be okay. Okay, yeah. Even a giant rat, I can attack over whatever he summons and then attack for game, I'm pretty sure still. A Summon Skull? Oh no! I have my own Summon Skull. Wonderful. How come my dinosaurs lose? You dirtbag. Next time I'll win. Oh, I unlocked a new pack. Oh, I unlocked the Gate Guardian pack. So you unlock the Gate Guardian pack when you get 10 wins total in the Stage 2. So let's go over the Gate Guardian pack. So the short print card is going to be the Fake Trap. Not very good card in my opinion, but if you want to play it, I guess you can. The secret rare for the Gate Guardian pack is the Black Skull Dragon. Kind of interesting, but another one of those good fusion cards. This one actually might be a decent one for us to summon with Cyberstein until we get a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, although I'm not exactly sure when we get Cyberstein. I'll have to look and find that out. The Ultra Rares are some pretty good cards. Change of Heart, which we already have one copy of, so we can only play one, so it's not like that great. But Tribute to the Doomed is pretty good. Discard a card and destroy one monster on the field. But Fissure is typically better than this, so if you have Fissure, I'd play that over this card. The super rares are going to be the Sangha of the Thunder, Kazejin, and Suijin. The rares are just some random level 5 monsters, Anti-Raigeki and Call of the Dark, which is basically Anti-Monster Reborn. I wouldn't play any of these cards. And then looking at the commons, there's nothing too good here. Pretty weak for the most part. Soul Release is good in niche situations, but I don't think it is very useful in this game in particular. And the next duelist is Mako. Looking at Mako's deck, his attack barrier is 2,000, and his defense barrier is 1,500. He's gonna have a lot more cards that are gonna be a lot bigger of a problem for us. He's a 3-star duelist, so it's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna be hard. And not hard, but like, he's gonna cause us some problems. I would expect some losses, but I've actually beaten him twice already, surprisingly, so. He has 3 7-colored fish, along with the field spell would put them to 2,000, and then he also has the Dark Elf at 2,000 attack points regularly, so. He also has the 3 Penguin Soldiers that are going to be bouncing your monsters a lot, and 3 Magician of Faith, so expect him to be adding back Dark Holes and Raigekis if he's used them already, or Change of Hearts and stuff. He also has 2 Swords of Revealing Lights, 2 Kunai with Chain, Mere 4/7 tools, all kinds of stuff to interfere with what we have. Funny enough, he does have a Ritual monster with the Ritual spell, so that'd be cool if he summoned that. You have made my life easier by volunteering yourself as prey for my monsters. It is very unfortunate, but your days are numbered. Ooh, okay, so is one of these a Wall of Illusion? Perfect. So we got the Summon Skull along with that, and we'll set the Trap Hole. So we should be in pretty good shape here. I don't think the Trap Hole is going to be necessary unless they summon Dark Elf. Ah, Raigeki, fuck. Already got hit with a Raigeki, can you believe it? I don't actually have a monster I can summon, so I think I have to Trap Hole here. Actually, no, I'm not going to Trap Hole. I could top deck a lot of things to get rid of that. We're going to wait and see. Heavy Storm, that's not a monster. I can play Swords, though, as long as they don't have Magic Jammer. Okay, cool. Alright, then we pass turn. We got a stall now. That's unfortunate. They had the Raigeki from the beginning. Ooh, the Axe. That's unfortunate. That's real strong. Okay, come on, Dark Hole. Hey, dude! Oh my god! Okay, so we're actually not going to use that just yet, because I want to let them build up a little bit of a board. So I'll end my turn. That's so funny. Oh my, okay. Interesting. So I will actually Trap Hole that, because I can, so we can save our Dark Hole for later. That's so funny. Cool. My Trap Hole got rid of 3 monsters and a spell card. That's 4 cards with 1 card. That's so good. Now they're down to 3 cards. Oh man, that was so... Oh god, he fell into the Trap Hole so bad. A Mirror Force! Oh no! At least I only Mirror Force my 1 monster. That was a little sad though. That was the only monster I had that I could summon. Too bad they put it face down. I can't Snatch Steal and Tribute over it. I guess I'll summon the Celtic Guardian and attack, see if it destroys it. Either way, it's not really a big deal. Because I can just Snatch Steal whatever their face-up monster is next turn. Ah, shit, it didn't destroy it. Okay. And then I can Tribute for Summon Skull, so. If they don't destroy my Celtic Guardian, I can Tribute for the Buster Bleeder. Okay. Oh, they're gonna trade? Nope. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna Snatch Steal. They could have a Magician of Faith face down, or a Penguin Soldier, actually. So I will Tribute their monster. That way I at least get the value, so they don't get to add back the Red Archery Girl, and then I can Last Will here. Summon out another monster. That way, even if it's Penguin Soldier, I get at least some value out of my stuff. So I guess I'll summon the Blackland Fire Dragon. Okay, so they're gonna bounce the Summon Skull if it is Magician, and if it's not, Summon Skull is fine to attack because it always destroys their monster. Or not Magician, but Penguin Soldier. Oh, Sinister Serpent, okay. Well, I was playing around Penguin Soldier, but that's fine, that's fine. So I know they're gonna be able to add the Sinister back, so now it's safe to assume if they set a monster, it's gonna be Sinister Serpent, but not guaranteed. Yeah, because it adds back during standby phase. Okay, cool. That's a little bit better for me, because now I know what monster's in play. I can always attack over that with Summon Skull. Okay. So this is a good amount of damage here. And this should set us up to win next turn. Ah, Dark Elf. Fuck. Well, I take 1,000 just for attacking. And I can attack over a Summon Skull and win, easy peasy. And boom. Easy game. This battle, you win. Next time, no matter what, I will not lose. Ha ha ha. And the last opponent is going to be Weevil. Weevil is another 3-star duelist. His attack barrier is going to be a 2,000 due to the Dark Elf again, and defense barrier 1450. Now he has 3 man-eater bugs instead of the penguin soldiers like Mako had, so they're actually going to be destroyer monsters, which is going to be a little bit more annoying. He also has the Cyber Jar, 2 Needleworm, which is going to mill 5 cards from the top of our deck, kind of a little annoying as well. Witch of the Black Forest, Sinister Serpent, Giant Rats. So their decks are going to become a lot more consistently the same as we get later in the game. Like, they're going to have a lot of the same cards, and they're all going to be like pretty powerful Yu-Gi-Oh cards, especially for this era. So a lot of the spell and trap cards are also the same as the other opponents we've seen. He's playing Forest, though, as his field spell. Now I'll whisk you off again to Insect Paradise. Hee hee hee. Okay, this is a set monster. Scary. I'm afraid. I'm always afraid of the man-eater bug, so I'm going to summon this instead of my 7-colored fish. It's good to be afraid, though. That way we don't, like, play into their stuff. Okay. That's probably fine. He does get to summon a second, probably Giant Rat is what I assume he's going to summon out. Yep, okay. Can't threaten the Rogue Doll, so I'll set a trap hole in case they tribute summon over it or something. I don't know. I'm MST. Okay, go ahead. Ah, that's scary. Well, I guess I have to trap hole that. Although, I think he can still summon one with his Giant Rat. Oh no, it's light, not earth. So, oh no, what? Oh, it gets powered up by the field spell too? Shit. Well, now we're even. Ooh, I can Duel with them. Nice. What was the effect monster he got rid of? Oh, a man-eater bug. Nice. Okay, cool. So I think I will Mystical Space Typhoon, their field spell. Just because it's only one they have, and it does kind of put their monsters a little bit too close to what I have as far as attack points go. I will summon the 7-colored fish, attack over their Giant Rat. So they only have 2, so they have to summon their monster, their last monster now, and then 7-colored fish can attack over that monster, so. Oh, is this a Gokibore? Okay, sweet. So now they're down to, what, 2 cards in hand? Yep. Nice. Okay, we're in a good spot now. Go ahead. And we discarded one of their man-eater bugs. That's really nice. Okay. Ooh, face down. How scary. Ooh, and I drew the Heavy Storm. That's actually really perfect. I'm going to Heavy Storm here, even though it's only 1 card face down. It was a spell card? Oh, MST? Okay. Some of the Ryukishin. I don't want to tribute for Buster Blader here. It could be a man-eater bug. It'd probably die, but this is a little bit more damage. I will attack with this, actually. In case it is a man-eater bug, still kill the 7-colored fish. It is! Okay, cool. I'm smart. And they should kill the fish. Oh, no, they don't. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'd rather have my higher attack point monster in place, so that's fine. And go ahead. That's 2 man-eater bug down, so they only have 1 more left possibly in their deck. Hopefully they just don't do anything. Okay. Magic Jammer. Okay. Go to battle phase. Needleworm. That's going to mill 5 cards from our deck. That is a strategy, though. You can play like 3 Needleworm, 3 Morphing Jar, and 3 Morphing Jar number 2. Not in this game, because I think one of those is Morphing Jar, or Morphing Jar number 2 is at 2 or 1 or something. I can't remember exactly. But you can use those to like make sure your opponent like draws all their cards and they deck out. It's kind of fun. It's called Empty Jar. Oh, yeah, I'll have to negate the Regeki. It did happen again. How funny. Sorry, Buster Blader. You just used to discard off Magic Jammer. Nice, and they have nothing. They have no cards in... Okay, they have 1 card in hand. And that's game. And game. Easy peasy. You better not forget this. The next time I see you, my Insect Queen will destroy all of your petty monsters. So now that we have unlocked Area 3, we have unlocked a new pack. Isn't that super fun? So it is the Garoozis Pack. So let's look at that pack. Interestingly enough, this pack only has commons. Ooh, but it does have Cyberstein as a common. It also has Morphing Jar, interestingly enough. Skelingle, Penguin Soldier, pretty good cards. Royal Decree is not bad. It's a continuous trap card and negates all trap cards. So we're probably going to get a lot of this pack just because we do want that Cyberstein pretty badly. So yeah, we've unlocked all of the rare hunters and stuff. So now this is actually unlocked, so whenever you enter the campaign mode to duel one of these people, you might randomly duel against one of these rare hunters, and then you have an ante actually, so you might lose a card from your trunk if you lose the duel. Interesting, right? I have been grinding, and I'm tired of grinding. I have dueled most of these people 10 times each. However, I have 2 Cyberstein now, so I kind of want to move on to this third area, because once we beat everyone here 4 times, we unlock the 4th area, and then when we unlock the 4th area, we get the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Pack, and I need that because I need the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon so I can send off my Cyberstein. So, we're going to skip ahead a little bit, we're going to knock out these 5 duelists, just beat them 4 times, then we'll go back and finish grinding out the rest of the duels against those other people in order to unlock all the packs. The first duelist in Tier 4 that we're going to duel against, these are all rare hunters and Marik, obviously. And this is actually before Yami Marik is a character, so we just gotta duel against regular Marik. Kinda interesting. Anyway, we're gonna duel rare hunter first. Just like in the TV show, he's gonna be using Exodia, the Forbidden One, as his win condition. He can beat you with other things, but all of his monsters are pretty low attack points. He's gonna mostly try to win with Exodia. I would say he's a 2-star duelist. He's actually a little weaker than the ones we faced in the last area at the end. His attack barrier is only 1400. His defense barrier, though, is a little bit higher at 2000. He only has 1 card with 2000 defense. This is the Giant Soldier of Stone. Otherwise, he's going to have things like Penguin Soldier, Magician of Faith, and Sangans and stuff. He does have some powerful spells like Raigeki, Darkhold, Change of Heart, but he mostly has some stalling cards like 2 Swords of Revealing Light. He also has 2 Graceful Charity for extra draw cards as well. As far as his traps go, nothing that really concerns us too much. He does have the Mirror Force, Horn of Heaven, Magic Jammer, and the 7 Tools of the Bandit, but it should be an overall pretty easy duel, I think. Heh, what rare cards do you have in your deck for me today? I, Rare Hunter, will be your partner. Oh no, he summoned Cannon Soldier, how could he? Is he gonna immediately destroy it to burn for 500? No, okay. He's not that good. He didn't have Last Will, so... Alright, so I have some cards I can play. He discarded Giant Soldier of Stone, so that's nice. His monster can't have 2000 defense anymore for the rest of this duel, so we don't have to worry about that. It's pretty helpful. Go ahead and discard 2 more cards off of him. I guess I should have looked after I discarded 2 more cards. Feather Duster and Sangan, that's pretty good too, actually. Okay. Something here. What's his face on? Okay, it could be a Mirror Force. I guess we just stack into it. It could be a Negate Attack as well. It could be anything, actually, any of his traps, but Mirror Force is what I'm most concerned about. Ah, shit, okay. Alright, that's fine. And phase 2, I guess I'll set a trap hole. And I'll pass turn. I have 2 other monsters, 1600 attack points, so it's not really that big of a deal. That's fine. No need to trap hole that, they'd still get 2. Oh, they're using the effect to burn for 500. Okay, interesting. You should have attacked directly first, that's silly. Silly computer. This is one of the games where it's not that bad that we have only small monsters. I don't think I'm going to use Cyberstein because I've already taken a decent amount of damage. Cyberstein's the best if you can summon him when you have 8,000 life points. Because it does cost 5,000 in order to special from the extra deck. It is quite a bit. You don't want to take yourself too low and have yourself just die. Like Cannon Soldier from him would just win the game if I use Cyberstein here. So we can't use it this game. He's not going to be played every single game. Oh my god, they did nothing. So they must have a fair number of pieces of Exodia in their hand, which is kind of scary. We can also hold it until we're going for the game. So if they don't summon any monsters again next turn, I can summon the Cyberstein, pay 5,000, attack for game, because they don't have like Kariba or anything in their deck to stop me. So we could do that too. Come on, don't set anything. Just do nothing. Yeah, they did nothing. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now I can actually play Cyberstein for the first time in a video. So we're gonna summon Cyberstein. We're gonna activate the effect. And then the strongest fusion monster I have right now is Gaia, the Dragon Champion that I got out of a pack, so we're just going to summon him. But ideally, we're going to have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon here soon. The pack is unlocked, like I said, after beating everyone in this tier 4 times, but the pack only has like 20 cards in it, so it's not very many, so I think they're like all common. They're all like the same rarity, so we're going to get the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon pretty quickly, especially since we have a lot of duels to grind anyway. No! No! I lost! My unbeatable deck! Yeah, they're gonna get an ad, but hopefully they just don't have 4 pieces of Exodia in their hand already. That would really suck. I wonder if he's gonna get me with Exodia in any of the duels, because I do have to beat him 10 times to unlock his pack. Oh no! Shit! He did have all the pieces of Exodia. Oh my god, I've never had that happen before. That's crazy. He got that off 2 searches. That's crazy. Cool, so now we've beaten him 4 times, so we're going to move on to the next duelist, who we need to defeat 4 times. and that's gonna be Strings. So Strings is the guy from the TV show that had Slifer, but he does not have Slifer in this game, which is cool, I guess, for us, but not also cool, because I wish you could have playable God cards in this game, but it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about his deck. His attack barrier is 2,000 due to the Dark Elf. His defense barrier is 1,200, so a lot lower than a lot of the other duelists, so no Giant Soldier of Stone, no Mystical Elf, nothing like that. He does have some pretty powerful effect monsters, though. 2 Hane Hane, 2 Penguin Soldier, 3 Morphing Jar, 2 Magician of Faith, 2 Witch of the Black Forest, and 2 Dimensional Warrior. So if we attack it face down, our monsters are probably going to get messed up, or he's going to get a lot of value. He also has some pretty powerful spells, like 2 Graceful Charities, Raigeki, Snatch Steal, Change of Heart, stuff that he's going to want to be adding back with Magician of Faith. He also has some pretty good trap cards, like the 2 Magic Jammer and Mirror Force and the 7 Tools. He also has some burn spells, but that's not super duper important. But they can add it back with Magician of Faith. But overall, this is going to be a lot harder, though, and a lot more of like a meta deck. Maybe even closer to like a 4-star duelist, honestly, but we're getting closer to the stronger duelist for sure. Who are you? I'm Adam. Morphing Jar is kind of cool. Oh, is that the Magic Jammer? Okay, go ahead. I won't use the Morphing Jar just yet, though. Interesting. They set 2 cards. How scary. Oh, let's attack their monster and see what it is. Ah, I got Mirror Force. Okay, that's fine. Kind of a waste of Mirror Force on their part, I think. And then I'll set the Trap Hole just in case they have a Morphing Jar. I guess I'll set the MST too. Why not? Go ahead. They could have Feather Duster, but I can always chain the MST. Okay, that's fine. I do have Magic Jammer as well, so I have my own Mirror Force now. How many cards are in their hand? 3. I think setting my own Morphing Jar would be good here. Go ahead. That's fine. I got a Cyberstein off that. That's sweet. Well, it's not really that sweet actually, because of how many things they have that like Hane Hane, Maneater Bug and stuff. I have all 3 Cybersteins. Shit. Okay. I guess I'll destroy their face down. Okay, and then we're gonna have to try to whittle down their cards. Make sure Cyberstein is safe to summon it and use to attack in. So let's attack with these guys. Okay, Hane Hane, that's fine. So then I can set the Maneater Bug that I have. And that way I can destroy one of their monsters. It destroys face-down monsters too, so... Sweet, okay. So I can flip it, destroy one of his monsters. I guess I'll destroy this one. I guess I'll summon the Summon Skull. It's probably gonna get removed here by something, but... I will set this just in case, and I guess I'll set this just in case it's Morphing Jar. Okay, it's a Needle Worm, okay. Alright, so I'll use Monster Reborn. I don't really have to use it here, but I just want to get an extra monster in play. So I can deal some more damage next turn, and hopefully win with the Cyberstein. But it would require a little bit... Nah, I don't think I win with Cyberstein next turn, no matter what. The Bistro Butcher. A Trap Hole? I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll Trap Hole that. So we will summon Cyberstein. We have quite a few traps to back us up here, so I think we're safe to do it. Do I have Mirror Force? I do have Mirror Force. Okay, yeah, we're super safe. So we attack one with all of our monsters here, and then he's gonna have a little bit of life points left, but we should be able to win next turn, I think. It lives at 600. The Bistro Butcher. Okay, yep, and we can just Mirror Force that. And when he does damage with that monster, I draw 2 cards, so it's not very good. And it's a consideration to just let him attack over you sometimes, just so you get the draws, but not in this instance. And we will attack with our Gaia, because it's fun. Cool. Alright, so now we move on to the 3rd duelist in this area, and that's going to be Lumis and Umbra, or Umbra and Lumis. Okay, so Lumis and Umbra, their attack barrier is 1900, defense barrier 1850. They are a 3-star duelist. They're going to have a lot better cards than all the previous duelists that we've seen, except they have some weird ones in there too, like the Crass Clown and the Blast Spheres and stuff that aren't necessarily very good, but they have 2 Gemini Elf, 2 Vorse Trader, 2 Hane Hane, Penguin Soldiers, Morphing Jars, Walls of Illusions, Cyber Jars, Maneater Bugs, Change of Hearts, you know, all the cool fun cards that we've been interacting with. They also have a Trap Hole though, so we need to be aware of that. Not a lot of people would play Trap Hole, but they do play Mirror Force as well. And Widespread Ruin. Ah, we forgot to introduce ourselves. We are Assassins of the Ghouls. Lumis. Umbra. Hehehe. You will never conquer us with that deck. Okay, Snatch Steel, Raigeki, Rogdoll. Okay. We'll set the Wall of Illusion and see what they have. I have Monster Reborn. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Nothing too crazy in my opening hand. Yep, that's unfortunate for me. It does destroy my Wall of Illusion, but it does bounce their monster back, so that's cool. Maybe I should have set the Dimensional Warrior. I'm going to summon the Rogdoll. Is it a Trap Hole? Nope. Okay, cool. So I'll attack, see if they have Mirror Force. And if not, let's go. Oh, that's good too. Okay, cool. Did a little bit of damage. So they're going to summon the Gemini Elf and attack over my monster, which is totally fine. So I'm going to Snatch Steal it and then tribute summon for my Summon Skull. Now that I know they don't have Trap Hole or Mirror Force set. I guess it could be Magic Jammer. Do they have Magic Jammer in their deck? They do have a Magic Jammer. Okay, so that could be a problem. I have Raigeki. If it is Magic Jammer, I can always Monster Reborn and summon the Summon Skull that way. Okay, it was not. Wonderful. Okay, Summon Skull. And then, if they remove it somehow with like a Dark Hole or something, I can Monster Reborn it back out. So we're cool. So, Summon Skull Beatdown. And then we will set the Trap Hole just in case they have a Dimensional Warrior. Actually, don't know if they play one. They do not play Dimensional Warrior, so we're good. Oh no, my own Wall of Illusion. How could they? I have Raigeki. I do. Perfect. Okay, and then I can summon, not Judge Man. Oh no, I can Monster Reborn. We're good. And what's the highest attack point monster? Their own Gemini Elf. And attack mode. Cool, and now we can attack for game. Easy peasy, even without Cyberstein. It's all your fault. Yours. It's because you said, "Ah, you moron! Ah, moron! You stupid head!" Alright, cool. So I actually unlocked the next pack because I got 10 wins total in Tier 3. So I've unlocked the Relinquished Pack. The ultra rares for this pack are Relinquished and Spellbinding Circle. Spellbinding Circle is okay, but I wouldn't really recommend playing it. The supers include Axe of Despair and the Forceful Sentry, both pretty good cards. The Forceful Sentry is limited to 1, but you do get to put a card from your opponent's hand back into their deck. So it's pretty good in your opening hand. Axe of Despair just makes your monsters really powerful, which is pretty good. And as for the rares, Confiscation is another card, kind of like the Forceful Sentry, where you pay 1,000 life points and take one card from your opponent's hand and put it into the graveyard. So kind of like Delinquent Duo, but only for one card instead of 2. And then commons, we have Giant Trunade as a common. That's actually pretty cool. Delinquent Duo is also a common from this pack, and Mystical Space Typhoon. So a lot of powerful spells. Snatch Steal as well. And the best card ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Upstart Goblin! And the next duelist we need to face in Tier 3 is Marik! Alright, looking at Marik's deck, his attack barrier is going to be 1900, defense barrier 1200. He's another 3-star duelist having a lot of powerful cards like the 3 Gemini Elf, 2 Vorse Raider, 3 Man-Eater Bug, 3 Magician of Faith. He also has 2 Delinquent Duos. He's going to be discarding cards from our hand like we've been doing to other people, so we'll see how that feels. He also has only 1 Raigeki, no Dark Hole, so that's kind of interesting. He has Change of Heart and Snatch Steal, 2 Magic Jammer, a Mirror Force, a Trap Hole, and weirdly enough, he does have White Hole, which is a card that negates Dark Hole, so we will want to be aware of that. I am Marik Ishtar. I am a holder of the 1,000-year rod. Alright, Judgment in the opening hand, Pot of Greed, sweet. Yeah, we'll activate Pot of Greed, get some more cards. Hopefully we can get like a Del Duo, that'd be pretty sweet. So, I think we're just gonna set Dimensional Warrior again. That was a pretty good play, it seems like, for our opening. It always banishes their monster. They most likely have a 1900 attack point monster. Yep, okay, cool. So, this is a really good play for us. And we have 7 tools set to hopefully work through their back row, but they don't have any back row. So that's nice. Okay. So we can summon here. We have Mirror Force to destroy another monster. We have Judge Man in the hand. So next turn we can tribute for Judge Man and use Last Will to summon out Cyberstein, actually, and get a Cyberstein summon. And we can guarantee we contribute next turn by Mirror Forcing whatever they summon, like if it's Gemini Elf or Vorse Raider. So, yep, that's perfectly fine. And then we might actually win. No, it's not enough damage to win with Cyberstein, but it's close. And then Cyberstein in attack mode is going to lure them into it to attacking over it, meaning that we can then attack them directly for game, and like attack over their attack position monster. You know what I'm saying? So we'll Last Will, and this is the whole combo I wanted to get going from the beginning of this game. So Last Will, summon Cyberstein, and Cyberstein effect. And then if we had the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, we'd just win right here, because we have more attack points. But we don't have that just yet. Our highest attack point monster is Gaia, so we summon Gaia. But soon it'll be Blue Eyes Ultimate, and then we win really, really fast. Ooh, we're still in a really good spot. He has 900 attack points, or 900 life points left. He's probably going to summon a monster in attack mode, try to attack over, or he's going to attack over Cyberstein if you can. Okay, yeah, see? Attack over here, and that's game. Take that, Marik. Oh, it's a tournament. My opponent is... Ooh, Arkana, okay. Well, I guess we can go over Arkana then real fast. And he's our next duelist anyway, so. Looking at Arkana's deck, his attack barrier is 2,000! And his defense barrier is also 2,000! So he's gonna be our first 4-star duelist. He's very powerful. The only reason why he's not a 5-star duelist is because he has some cards from the show that he played, like Dark Magician. Like, 3 Dark Magician isn't very good. That's what really brings his deck down. A Dark Rabbit is also kind of silly. But other than that, his deck is actually full of good cards. Dark Elf is pretty solid. He has 3 Man-Eater Bug, 2 Penguin Soldier, 2 Sangan and Sinister Serpent, 2 Premature Burials, Raigeki, Steel. I mean, basically every card in his deck is good. So it's going to be a lot more difficult. And this is going to be the trend, too. Every duelist after him is going to be, almost all the cards are going to be good cards, like the ones we're going to be wanting to play. So lots of mere matching of cards, basically. We're all going to have the same cards. Duel competitions of this sort are a good opportunity for us ghouls to obtain our target rare cards. So I'm really afraid of the Cyberstein play just to start. So I will set the Man-Eater Bug just to see what they summon. And it's kind of similar to Dimensional Warrior. It's going to destroy their monster that they attack with. Oh, okay, interesting. And I want to see what face downs, if they have any spell or trap cards to set. So it's going to really dictate if I have Cyberstein or not. Cool, and I feel like I Cyberstein to that. And we have MST, what was it, 7 tools set? Yeah, I think we're good. And we're going to activate. And we're so close now, we're so close to getting the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as our target for this. And that's just going to make it just like a little bit better. 4,500 attack points is pretty crazy, so. Oh, you know what would be funny? I don't have Megamorph right now, but I could get Megamorph, and then if we summoned it, Blue Eyes Ultimate off of Cyberstein, we pay for the 5,000, our Megamorph then doubles the Blue Eyes Ultimate, and it's at 9,000, so like, I feel like this, I would have just won like in one attack. That would have been so funny. So I'll probably put Megamorph in the deck then for sure. Oh no, he's gonna attack over my Cyberstein. That's fine. He has to pay 1,000 life points to attack, so that's good for us. We are getting low though. That's the big risk with Cyberstein. You have to like kind of play carefully after you summon him. But I do have good attacks here because he's only going to really do like 400 damage over my Rogue Doll if they have another Dark Elf. If it can even attack. Yeah, I think it's going to have enough life points to attack, potentially. So they could attack with Dark Elf, but then they lose the following turn, like, just from the damage, because they take 1,000 from the attack and the attack over for 600, so we are pretty safe. And we have 7 tools set, and we still have enough life points to use it. Barely, but we do. So even if they have Mirror Force, we're going to be okay. Ooh, second Graceful Charity, okay. A little scary. I don't want them to get like Raigeki or Snatch Steal or something. Premature Burial. I can actually Mystical Space Typhoon that and essentially negate it. So that's really good for me. Okay. And we have 7 tools for the face down. I'll summon Witch just to make sure we get our attack through in case it's Man-Eater Bug. I'll attack with this. Okay, so I wonder what 2 he's gonna bounce. Just the 1? Okay, cool. And we win! That's game 1! And then that unlocks the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Pack! Yeah, like I said, the pack is pretty small. There's only 10 cards that you can possibly get. They're all big things, though. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Meteor Black Dragon, Gate Guardian, stuff like that, so. You only need to get this pack once or twice to get all the cards. So we have unlocked stage 4, and that's going to be all these cool characters, huh? Isn't that super exciting? And we got to beat all these guys 5 times in order to unlock the next area. Oh, it's the Grandpa Cup. Okay, so today's the Grandpa Cup qualifying rounds. I think we should have another Grandpa Cup game after this one. Welcome to my store's duel tournament. As I've invited friends of Yugi to join us in this grand event, I believe you'll find it to be a challenging and enjoyable experience. I'm proud to announce that the winner of this contest will walk away with a very special pack of cards. You're my opponent. I was stressing because I was expecting someone a little stronger than you. So this should be in a match format. I think it's just 2 rounds. If we lose this, we don't qualify for the next round. But I believe the next round should be the next day. But I've not actually done this before. It's my first time doing it too. I've just read the information online. So I'll Cyberstein, use the effect, put me at 900 life points, which is very scary. But I've won with less life points. This is perfectly fine. So that, because I can attack over their monster, right? And then we can set the Magic Jammer. We can't use 7 tools, so we'll discard it for Magic Jammer if we have to. We can attack over this. we have Trap Hold if he summons another monster, so he won't be able to attack over the Cyberstein in order to kill me. But I think we'll be okay. Better to be safe than sorry. Take that, Joey. Game 1-1. And be careful, because you can pay 5,000 if you don't have it, and you'll lose. If you aren't paying attention to how many life points you have, like, it won't stop you if you don't have enough. And game! Haha! Cool, so we won the qualifying round for the Grandpa Cup. Have fun! Oh, cool, so it is the final. Okay, yes, so we do play it right away. Are you ready for the finals? Prepare yourself for some very vicious duels today. You're wasting your time. I don't see any reason why I might lose against you. Oh no, we gotta play duel against Bakura? Shit, that's too early. We didn't want to duel against him. That's for the, that's later. We haven't got to him yet. It's fine. We'll do this duel for this, thing, but we won't go over his deck just yet until we get to that area. That's so big. Okay, we're gonna put all of our monsters in attack mode, because that way if they Karibo me again, I don't lose. Oh my god, I really thought I lost this, and I thought I won, and then I thought I lost again, and now I'm winning. Yeah! Oh my god, okay, cool. That was a wild game. That was crazy. Okay, I still gotta do one more, though. It's okay, there's more video to come, but if you want to see even more stuff that didn't make this video, go check me out on Patreon, link in the description down below, where you can get access to even more gameplay from the videos that you see here on my channel, as well as sneak peeks at the games I'm playing in the future on the channel. Now, back to the video. Oh, cool, I got the Regeki. That's actually perfect. So, Regeki them, and then even if it's Magic Jammer set, that's fine. We can negate it with our 7 tools. Yes. Negate with 7 tools. Sweet. And then go into for battle phase. Well, this gave me confidence for doing the final area, but we're still going to grind out all these packs first. I want to unlock all the packs before we go to the last area, or the second to last area. Well, congratulations. I'll bet you're just itching to try your hands at the annual championship scheduled for the end of this year. I am, actually. Alright, so there's only one secret rare in this pack. It's going to be the Total Defense Shogun. I actually don't know too much about this card. It's not very good. I wouldn't recommend playing it. You can if you want to. It's okay. And the commons are going to be a lot of cards from the show. A lot of them are the alternate art cards from the show, like Celtic Guardian, Dark Magician, Thousand Dragon, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is the Grandpa pack that I was talking about. So we got all these cool cards, and they should be the different, yeah, the alternate arts. Boom, look at that. And that's 10 wins against everybody in Tier 2, and that unlocks the Great Moth pack. Alright, so the short print, normal, rare, common, whatever you want to call it. I keep calling it different things, but it's a short print common. Is Baby Dragon, so that's kind of fun. Joey card. The secret rares are Thousand Dragon, Great Moth, that makes sense, and then Solemn Judgment. So Solemn Judgment is an amazing card. It basically negates anything for half your life points. We're going to want to play 3 Solemn Judgment just because it's a no button, essentially. Just you can say no to one thing. It's really, really good. Then for the ultra rares, we have the 7 tools and Magic Jammer, both things that we've been utilizing. I don't think we need multiple copies of these. Maybe for the side deck, I'm not too sure. And then Horn of Heaven, which you tribute a monster to negate a summon of a monster, so it's okay. I don't know if it's necessarily that good in this game in particular, though. The super rares are Shadow Ghoul, Millis Radiant, which are not that great of cards. However, Muka actually can kind of be good. It gains 300 attack points for every card in your hand and starts off 600 attack points. So if you're keeping a lot of cards in hand, like maybe like an Exodia deck or something, or if you have a lot of draw power, a lot of Magician of Face, adding back Pot of Greed and Graceful Charities and stuff, Muka can be pretty strong. You can also summon it from the deck with things like Giant Rat and stuff, and then it'll be a lot stronger if you have a lot of cards in hand. So it has a lot of synergies. It's a pretty good card. And then the rares are going to be a bunch of the little guys like Starboy and Hoshingen that power up monsters of a specific type, or a specific attribute, I should say. They're not very good. I wouldn't recommend playing these cards. And looking at the commons, we have Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest, both very good cards. We're going to want to get 2 copies of each of those for our deck in particular. And then we also have 3 Cannon Soldier, which in our deck is really, really good, because we can summon the Cannon Soldier, use its effect to tribute a monster to burn our opponent for 500 life points, we tribute itself, then we actually last will to summon Cyberstein from the deck, and then Cyberstein summon out the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So it is just part of our little combo that we're going to be doing. It also does a little bit of damage, which is really nice. So if they're only at like 500 left, we can, or 1,000 left, we can tribute all of our monsters, you know. It's a really good card, and we'll be seeing it soon in my deck, as soon as I get some. Okay, so I have defeated everyone in Tier 2 and Tier 3, 10 times each. I have defeated Mai 20 times, and that unlocks the Launcher Spider Pack. And I defeated Mako 20 times, which unlocks the Gemini Elf Pack. The normal rare is going to be Karibo for this pack. Karibo's okay, I wouldn't recommend playing it, but it's not necessarily a bad card. The secret rare is going to be Mirror Force. Really, really good card, obviously. We've been using it a lot in our deck, and we've been getting got by it a couple times. throughout the playthrough. So Mirror Force is really good, but it is limited to 1. So if you got one in your starting deck, you can't play another copy. So don't try to get this. Make sure you are only going for this if you don't already have a copy. For the ultra rares, nothing too good here. Barrel Dragon and Shield and Sword both are from the TV show. That's the only reason why they're ultra rares. Toon Thunder Dragon is cool. It's really good in Forbidden Memories, but not so much good here. Super rares, a Dimensional Warrior, very good card. We've been playing 2 copies of it, so we're gonna potentially want to get more. The other cards are not that great. Robin Goblin is okay, but I wouldn't recommend playing it. And Catapult Turtle is not very good. And Unhappy Maiden is just bad. And as far as the rares go, nothing really good. Thunder Dragon is okay, but there's no Blackluster Soldier to banish it from the graveyard, so you're really only getting utility off of discard cards. And there's not like Lightning Vortex or anything either, so you're really only using it for things like Magic Jammer and like Graceful Charity. So not very many good cards to synergize with it. So it's not as good in this game as it is going to be in later games. And then looking at the commons, we do have Dark Elf as a common. That's awesome. We are probably not going to play it in our deck just because we are already paying a lot of life points for things and we don't want to pay any more, but it is a very good card. I would recommend playing it 3 of if you're not using Cyberstein. Gemini Elf is the next pack. We get that from defeating Mako 20 times, and it is pretty good. It is actually a smaller pack than the one we just went over. For the rares, Ultimate Offering is by far the best card. You pay 500 life points and you can normal summon a monster. You can actually even do this during the battle phase, which is not how it's supposed to work. Pretty cool, actually. So you can just keep summoning and even tribute summon. So you can almost summon a monster like 1800 attack points, like 7-colored fish, attack with it, activate Ultimate Offering, tribute your 7-colored fish in the battle phase for a summon skull, and attack with the summon skull. And then you can do like again for a second summon skull if you wanted to, or normal summon whatever monsters are in your hand. It's really good. It's for sure the best rare. The other ones are not very good. Reinforcements is like okay, but you'd probably play like Rush Recklessly. As far as the commons go, like I said, this pack is really small, so you're going to get these cards a lot more often. You do have Mechanical Chaser, which is 1850 attack points. Very good. And then Gemini Elf Pack. Gemini Elf is in the pack, but it's a common, so that's really good. I'd recommend getting 3 Gemini Elf. I have been trying to get 3 for my deck. Okay, so I've defeated all of the rare hunters at least 10 times. I've defeated Umbra Lumis 20 and Marik 20, which unlocks the next 3 packs and all the packs for this area, or this tier. Defeating everybody in this tier 10 times unlocks the Blackluster Soldier pack, which is only commons. It has all kinds of ritual spells and the monsters for those spells. If you really want to play any of these ritual monsters, this is the best place to get them. Ritual cards are not very good though. Well, in this Yu-Gi-Oh! Necros and stuff are good, but this is long before then. Defeating Marik 20 times unlocks the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon pack. Now this is a very important pack because it does contain Toon World, and you need to have that in your trunk in order to unlock Pegasus in the next area. So the short print common for this set is Labyrinth Wall. Not a very good card, but it's from the show, so it's kind of cool, right? 3000 defense is fun, but level 5, so. For the secret rares, you have Messenger of Peace. An annoying card, not necessarily too good, unless your deck is built around it, playing things like... Well, in this game, there really isn't too many options to play that synergize with it that can attack directly, so I wouldn't recommend playing Messenger of Peace. And then Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, very fun if you want to play a Toon deck, but Toons are not very good either, but they are fun. As for the ultra rares, we have the Toon World. Like I said, we need that in order to duel against Pegasus later. Toon Summon Skull and the Hyozan Ryu. Super rares, you got the Toon Mermaid, you got the Senju of the 1000 Hands. That's going to add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand, so if you really want to play ritual decks, this is an important card to have. The other 2 spell cards aren't very good, they just power up stuff. Then the rares, you have Giant Germ, which is okay, and then Nimble Momonga, very similar. When they're destroyed, they summon 2 more copies from your deck, and then Giant Germ burns, and then Nimble Momonga heals you a little bit. They're good if you want to tribute summon over them in the early game of these games. They're not very good Yu-Gi-Oh cards, though, in general, but they're not bad either. They're okay. And then Megamorph, we really want that. It is limited to 1 copy, but it is going to be part of our Wombo combo to make a 9000 attack point Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, so fingers crossed we can get this out of the pack. And then the commons. Notably, the commons from this pack are actually pretty sweet, because you have Mother Grizzly, the Mystic Tomato, the Flying Kamakiri, the Giant Rat, and the UFO Turtle. All of them, and the Shining Angel, so all of them, when they die, they can summon another monster with 1500 or less attack points that's the same attribute as them, so pretty good cards, actually. Mystic Tomato, we're probably gonna, oh, maybe we'd want to play, I'm not sure if we will end up playing it or not, but it does summon out the Witch of the Black Forest and Sangan, so it's very good there. Cyberjar is also in this pack as a common, so overall this pack is actually pretty good. Then, for defeating Umbra and Lumis 20 times, I keep wanting to say Lumis and Umbra, but it says Umbra and Lumis on the thing, so I wanted to say it the right way. It is only commons again. Looking over the commons, nothing too crazy here. You do have the Battle Ox, it's his pack, so that makes sense. But only 1700 attack points is lower than Gemini Elf and stuff that we've already unlocked. Heavy Storm is pretty good though, and it is at 2 copies, so if you don't already have 2 by now, this is a good pack to get it from. Cool, so with that, we can now go into Area 4. So now we need to defeat every single person in this area 5 times in order to unlock the final area. So very exciting. However, like every other area, we will need to defeat everybody 10 times to unlock a pack, and then we gotta defeat Yugi 20 times to unlock a pack, and then Kaiba 20 times to unlock a different pack. So the first person that we're going to duel in this stage is going to be Shadi. So looking at Shadi's deck, it's actually quite a bit weaker than the other decks that we've been seeing so far in the game. The only flip effect monster that he has that's actually any good is the Magician of Faith. The Needleworm isn't that great. He does have 2 Banisher of Light, and as long as that's face up, all cards are going to be removed from play and sent to the graveyard, so you're going to want to be aware of that. But all of his normal summon monsters at a level 4 or lower are all pretty weak, and a lot of them are normal monsters, not effect monsters. He does have the Mirror Force, which we got to watch out for. Solemn Judgment is a pretty good card, however, I feel like the computer's just going to play it incorrectly. Hilariously enough, though, he does have White Hole, Anti-Raigeki, and Call of the Grave, all of which counter Dark Hole, Raigeki, and Monster Reborn, so we're going to want to be aware of that. He does also have Dark Hole and Raigeki in his deck, as well as Change of Heart and Tribute to the Doom, so our monsters are not going to be very safe, but his monsters are all going to be pretty weak. Should be a pretty easy duel. It's 2 stars, Attack Barrier 1800, Defense Barrier 2000. You may call me Shadi. I'm here to find out whether you're really the chosen one that I've heard so much about. As we're going here too, the packs are going to become a lot smaller, as you guys have probably noticed at this point. Just because there's less cards that you can get total, which is actually nicer though, because the cards that are in the packs, a lot of them are better, so you're more likely to get like good actual playable cards. Oh, damn it, they had Sinister Serpent. Okay. See, in actual Yu-Gi-Oh, like if you're playing for real back in the day, you would hold your Delinquent Duo. You wouldn't necessarily just turn 1 it. You could, but like sometimes you held it until your opponent discarded their Sinister Serpent. So like once it's engraved, you know they can't have it in hand, so then you duo them then. But not something I'm gonna really try doing in this game as much. Oh, it's funny they had the Sinister Serpent though. Yes, do I have Last Will in hand? I don't remember. Oh, shit! I should have looked. Okay, we're not gonna activate anything. I guess we're just gonna add the Cyberstein. I need to be paying better attention. I know one of them's like Dark Hole or something in my hand. Okay, so there's Pot of Greed, Heavy Storm, and Raigeki. Okay, cool. So I did not have Last Will. Okay, I thought I might, but I didn't think I did for sure. This may play right into. Oh, I have Magic Jammer actually. Oh wait, no, I don't have Magic Jammer. Shit. Okay, MST and 7 tools is different. This might play into like a Dark Hole or something, but I still think it's the play here. This is gonna keep asking me about MST. I will set a Trap Hole though, just in case they have something they can summon. If they Dark Hole me, that sucks too, but hopefully they just don't Dark Hole or anything. I'm sad if they don't have either one of those two. Like if it's a trap card like Mirror Force or something, I'm cool there. I'm cool if they have a monster that can attack me. I'm cool with 7 Swords of Revealing Light. I have an MST for that. I don't even think they played that, but I still got an MST for it. Okay, so we can trap. Oh, what? I wanted to hit yes, not no. Oh no, why did it hit? Damn it. That's unfortunate for me. That's okay. I only took a little bit of damage. I did want to trap hole that, but it is going to become a problem. I just thought about whenever people have Ring of Destruction, because when I pay 5,000 and summon my Blue Eyes, if they have a set card and it's Ring, I just lose because they just pop my guy, and that's really not good. Alright, and a battle phase. Oh shit! Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I could have Raigeki'd and attacked for game. I'm playing too quickly. I'm too focused on playing fast so I can get all the recording done in the same day, as opposed to playing well, which would make it so I'm done faster. So, alright, that's fine. That's fine. I wasn't punished. I can still Raigeki, and then attack for game. But I should have done the last turn. Give him less turns to top deck the Dark Hole. Alright, get him Dimensional Warrior. Thank you. Yugi's our opponent for the weekend duel. Oh no! Well, that works out because Yugi's actually our next opponent in that stage anyway. So let's go over his profile now. That's so funny. This happened with Arkana too. So, Yugi's attack barrier is 1900, defense barrier 2600. That's going to be because of the 2 big shield guard now, which is kind of annoying, but they go to attack mode after you attack them, so it's really not that bad. We also have dimensional warriors that we can attack into with, and it just gets banished. But he's a 3-star duelist. His deck isn't like the worst deck. He does have to play a lot of the cards from the show, like 2 Dark Magician, Buster Blader, 2 Dark Magician Girl, which makes his deck power go down a little bit, but he does have like 2 Gemini Elf, Raigeki, Snatch Steal, Mirror Force, a Change of Heart, Summon Skulls. Honestly, he might be more like a 2-star duelist. This should be pretty easy, actually. He does have White Hole and Anti-Raigeki, though, so we're going to want to be aware of those. He might be able to counter our stuff. It'd be funny if he did. A duel tournament like this one is an ideal opportunity, because I can do not only test your prowess against opponents, but to study their various combos and tactics, too. Okay. Oh, Swords of Revealing Light off the start. Okay. Two spell and trap cards and a face-down monster. Do we have Heavy Storm? Last one. Oh, we do have a Heavy Storm. Cool. We do play 2 copies of Heavy Storm though, so it's not surprising when we get it like this. What was the trap card? Oopsies. It was Anti-Raigeki. Okay, cool. So then he has a face down. What was his face downs? What could they possibly be? It could be Big Shield Gardna. It could also be Witch of the Black Forest or Cyberjar. Well, I think we Raigeki him just to get rid of it, and then we could attack it directly with our Cyber Sign. Oh, it was a vanilla monster. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to play the Cannon Soldier, and we're going to do the little Cannon Soldier combo, tribute him, and we're going to summon, or pay 500, or deal 500, and then we're going to activate our Last Will to summon our Cyber Sign from our deck. And remember, since we're summoning off Last Will, we can summon him in defense instead of taking damage from getting attacked over. Makes us a little bit safer after paying the 5,000, so let's go ahead and do that. Pay 5,000 life points, get our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the field. And then we'll just go ahead and set our trap hole in our main phase 1. We're not going to get punished from setting that in main phase 1. It's okay. And attack directly. So now he's at 3,000 life points left. We do have a trap hole set. He has 3 cards in hand. And we'll see what we can do. Dimensional Warrior is also in our hand. So we can attack his face-on monster if he sets one with it. Okay, Gemini Elf. Perfect. So we can trap hole that. And then as long as he doesn't have any spell trap cards, we should win the game. It was a pretty easy duel against Yugi. Ooh, that's so clean. Oh, that's such a clean, easy win. What was that, 2 turns? That's so nice. Take that, Yugi. I'm the king of games now. Aha! With my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Kaiba could only wish he's as good as me. Don't get overconfident when you win a duel. Your next duel could be your last. And then that unlocks the next pack. So because I have 10 wins total in Tier 4, because I've dueled Bakura on one of the weekend duels, we have unlocked the Blue Millenium Puzzle Pack. Sweet, so we got the Blue Millenium Puzzle Pack. So let's go over that. The short print common for this pack is also Labyrinth Wall, interestingly enough. The secrets for this pack are, there are all 5 pieces of Exodia. You have Feather Duster, Change of Heart, Tribute to the Doom, Swords of Revealing Light. All of them are pretty good cards. Well, all the spells are pretty good. The pieces of Exodia aren't very good. Exodia deck isn't typically good. The Ultra Rares, all 6 of them are pretty good cards. Mask of Darkness and Magician of Faith add traps and spell cards from your hand, from your graveyard to your hand, respectively. Dark Hole, Raigeki, Monster Reborn, all good. They're all limited to 1, though, so if you already have one at this point, you don't need those. And then Muka Muka is a pretty good card. You can summon that out of the deck with Giant Rat, and then it gets 300 attack points for every card in your hand, so you can summon it out and be pretty strong. Super Rares, you got Mirror Force and Call of the Haunted, Snatch Steal. Call of the Haunted is really good. If you don't have it, you might want to put it in your deck. And also Mirror Force. If you don't already have Mirror Force, you definitely want to put that in your deck. It is only limited to 1, though, Mirror Force. Rares, you got the Sinister Serpent, Painful Choice, and Witch of the Black Forest. Witch of the Black Forest we've been using a lot of. Sinister Serpent we've seen a lot of. Once you're in the graveyard during the standby phase, you can add it to your hand. It's pretty good for discarding off of cards like Magic Jammer, Graceful Charity, Tribute to the Doomed, a few other cards like that. And then there's not very many commons. Commons actually really good. You got Del Dio, Cannon Soldier, Cyber Jar, Heavy Storm, Sangan, Pot of Greed, which again, at 1, so you can't really use more than 1. Graceful Charity, which is at 2, so you want to make sure you're playing 2 copies if you can. Last Will, and the Wall of Illusion. So, after defeating Yugi 5 times, we are moving on to Ishizu. Alright, looking at Ishizu's deck, her attack barrier is 1800, defense barrier 2000. I do have her as a 4-star duelist, not because any of the cards in her deck are inherently very powerful. They do have a lot of synergies though. So she has the 3 Acts of Despair, which is going to increase their monster's attack points by 1,000. She also has the Maha Velo, which is also increase the attack points whenever it has an equip spell, right? And it has 2 of the Luminous Spark field spells, which are going to increase the power of her light monsters, as well as the Hoshingen, which is also going to increase the attack of her light monsters. And then 2 Banisher of the Light, which are going to be removing our cards from play, which can be pretty annoying. She also has a lot of removal cards like Dark Hole, Raigeki, Feather Duster, 2 Giant Churnade, Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, 2 Magic Jammers. It's going to be a little bit of a more of a tricky duel. Her deck is more synergy based, like I said, than any one singular powerful card. She also has 2 blue eyes. That's kind of cool. I am Ishizu Ishtar. Foolish one. Endless duelist of meaningless duels. Uncover your cards and reveal your followers. Endless duelist of meaningless duels. That's kind of how I feel like, because I've done, you know, 200 some duels so far, because I have to do like 70 in each stage. How did I not open any monsters? So I got Duo, Heavy Storm, and Pot of Greed. Let's Duo them first, and then we can Confiscation them. And that really takes them out of their cards. Okay, so what did they discard? Oh, Shingen, and then the Neo. Yeah, let's Confiscation here first before we make our decision with Graceful Charity what we wanted to discard. So, Axe of Despair, Giant Trunade, and the Dunamis Dark Witch. Let's get rid of the Axe, just because it does power up a lot. And then we'll activate Graceful Charity. Hopefully we can get like a Last Will and a Cannon Soldier off this. It'd be pretty sweet. Nope. We did get Cyberstein, though. So, Magic Jammer, Trap Hole, Mirror Force, Heavy Storm. Do I have 2 Heavy Storms? I do. Okay, so we'll discard one of those. We don't need 2. And then I guess we'll discard the Dimensional Warriors, because I want to... Hold on. Do they have anything that would punish me that could be face down? It's probably Shining Angel, if anything. That's the only thing that could kind of suck. But even that isn't that good against me. Because they just have Dunamis Dark Witch and then Giant Trunade in hand. Okay. The Trunade is important to remember, though. So we can summon the Cyberstein, activate the effect. Oh, it puts me 1,000. Fuck. Okay, that might actually be a problem. Do we have Magic Jammer in hand? Okay, cool, I do. Okay, that's actually important because I need that. Because I'm gonna need to stop the Giant Trunade. Oh, because otherwise the Dunamis Dark Witch... Oh, cool, it's just a Mahavelo. Nice, good, perfect. Okay. I still need to stop the Trunade, though, because the Dunamis Dark Witch can attack over my Cyberstein for game if I don't. So we'll set these, and then we'll have to discard the Heavy Storm off the Magic Jammer. MST. Okay, so I still have Mirror Force, so that's fine. So they can MST the Trap Hole, that's fine. And then they're going to Trunade, yep, and then I'm going to activate the Magic Jammer, negate that. I have to discard my Heavy Storm, though, sadly. And then they're going to summon the Dunamis Dark Witch, and then I can Mirror Force it. And then they have no more cards. And then, yep, we're going to activate the Mirror Force, perfect. And then we're going to put the Cyberstein to defense, so we don't get attacked over off the top deck. That would be not fun. Because we don't have enough damage here to win. Right, 55, so yeah, we don't. Okay, so to defense, battle phase, attack directly with him, and then put this in oh, nope, gotta go main phase 2 first. Okay, and then put that in defense, and pass turn. Hopefully don't top deck anything crazy. That's nothing crazy, good. We're gonna attack over that for game 2, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we're gonna add the Cannon Soldier. And, oh, join another Cannon Soldier, perfect. Okay, so 7. And then we'll activate the effect. I don't think it's exactly attacking over the Shining Angel for game, so we'll just do a little bit more, because now I'm pretty sure it is. 3,100? Maybe it was always. Yeah. Okay, there you go. I wasn't thinking about the math, I just like was going off vibes, instead of actually doing math in my head. Silly, I know. You already have obtained the great powers, and those around you are wonderful supporters. Oh my god, it's Kaiba! Okay. Oh, and Kaiba's actually the next duelist! Holy crap, that's so funny. That's happened 3 times now. That's so crazy. Well, let's go over Kaiba's deck. Alrighty, his attack barrier is 1900. Defense barrier pretty low actually at 1200. He does have 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in his extra deck, but he cannot fusion summon them. He can only summon them off Cyberstein, so I'm not sure exactly why he has 2. He also has the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon in his deck. He does play Cyberstein, like I just said, in his deck, just like we do. He also has 3 Voice Trader, which is kind of annoying. But that's gonna be like his strongest monster. The other things are just like some dragon stuff. The deck's actually not that great. The reason he's 4 stars is because Cyberstein is a very powerful card, and summoning Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon can easily win him the game. He also has 2 Graceful Charity and a Pot of Greed for consistency, Snatch Steal, Raigeki Dark Hold to take our monsters, or deal with our monsters, change our heart as well, Mirror Force, Magic Jammer, and Solemn Judgment as his only 3 trap cards, so not actually that many traps. In reality, there is no need for me to be associated with the likes of this little contest. Just a face down, very interesting. Okay, let's activate Pot of Greed. That's 2 Last Wills, right? No way to trigger it. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's Confiscation. Let's look at their hand and see what we can discard. Sangan, Cyberjar, Change of Heart, Hoshingen, Monster Reborn. The Cyberjar is annoying, for sure. So, I think that makes me want to play Witch. attack their face down. I wonder what it is. Let's find out. Oh no, fuck! God damn it. This game sucks. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'm playing like dog shit now, actually. Yeah. It doesn't even matter right now because I can't even use cancel. Fuck. I fucked up. Oh no, I can. Never mind. I can still use what's it called? So we're gonna have to dark hole here. We have 8,000 life points. This should be fine. So summon the cannon soldier. Activate the effect. I think I win here with 100 life points, and then activate the last will. Summon out the Cyberstein in attack mode. Activate the effect. Because our second last will acts as like the monster reborn, like we've had in the those other combos we do here. It's like an OTK. Then we're gonna activate the last will again, a second one, and we're gonna summon the cannon soldier from our deck in attack mode. And then he doesn't play Karibo, so we're good here. And attack. And then we can use cannon soldier and tribute for game. Tribute the Cyberstein. Sweet. And then activate cannon soldier's effect once more, and tribute itself, and that's the game. Take that, Kaiba. I will be the one to lead you to your end. I will not allow you to be defeated by any other. You are mine. Next time we meet, I will see you to that next time. And the last person we have to duel in this area is going to be Yami Bakura. So Yami Bakura is probably the best duelist in the game. Well, the best deck in the game. I'm not sure about his dueling skill as far as the computer goes. His attack barrier is 1900, defense barrier 2000. He is our 5-star duelist. He has lots of good cards. 2-dimensional warrior, we've been using that card a lot. 3 Gemini Elf, 3 Magician of Faith, 2 Man-Eater Bug, 3 Vorse Raider, 2 Wall of Illusions, 2 Summon Skull, 2 Witch of the Black Forest. So his monsters are pretty good. He also has the 1 Penguin Soldier, so we're gonna have to be constantly worried about that. But he has some of the best monsters in the game. He also has 2 Karibo, which is gonna be annoying for us since it's gonna kind of stop our pushes with Cyberstein, which can be pretty dangerous. So that might be a problem for us. He also has some of the best spells in the game, 2 copies of Graceful Charity and 2 Heavy Storm, Change of Heart, Dark Hole. His traps are a little bit different. He has Kunai with Chain, 2 Magic Jammer, and a Mirror Force. So nothing too crazy. I haven't actually seen the computers use Kunai with Chain when they have it set, so I'm not sure if they just don't know how to utilize it or not, but the only things we really have to be worried about, I think, are the 2 Magic Jammer and the Mirror Force. I find it amusing that you would even dream of facing me. Oh, we've already defeated him once because we dueled him on a weekend duel. Oh, we have been double Del Duo. That's just nasty, actually. But we've already beat him on a weekend, so we only had to beat him 4 more times. It shouldn't be too hard, though. But like I said, his deck is kind of like the best, though. Vorse Raider and Dimensional Warrior, those are pretty good cards to have in their opening hand, but now they got discarded. And then we're going to do one more time. He's going to leave him with 1 card in hand, and then he's going to top deck into a second card. So we're up on cards by quite a bit. Kind of unfair, actually. And Man-Eater Bug and Magician of Faith. So 4 of his cards in hand we know are good, and we got rid of them, which is super duper awesome. I'll just set the Sangan. I think that's the safest play. And then I can set the Magic Jammer, and we'll hold the MST in our hand. Go ahead. I wonder what their other cards are. Raigeki? Damn, okay. Has the other card in their hand? That's nuts. Alright, we're going to definitely add Cyberstein, though. Oh, wait, no, we have Last Will in our hand. So we're actually going to add the Cannon Soldier. Okay, that's better if they attack us here. Okay, they didn't attack us at all. That's nice. Okay, so we have, okay, MST, Last Will Cannon. Okay, so this should, yeah, this is our OTK, so we're good. So they have nothing, and then boom. And do our regular OTK. I'm actually going to set the MST so it doesn't ask me over and over again if I want to activate it. But this is, if this is something you guys like doing, like you like doing the same combo over and over again and just trying to find different ways to get it going, you might actually like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! So maybe give that a shot. Download Master Duel, check it out. Although, it's not for everybody, I understand that. Playing these old Yu-Gi-Oh! Games is a lot different. Oh no, shit, hold on. This isn't our OTK because we have no way to summon back the Cannon Soldier, I forgot. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyway, you might like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. Try to give a shot at Master Duel. It is difficult though, I understand that. And playing the video games, these video games, are a lot different than playing modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! So I understand if you're hesitant to do that. It is quite a bit different. But as we play through the different games, it'll kind of work you guys up, and then you'll like know more modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, and then maybe you'll like it more, you know? Like the 2011 game has like MST, or not MST, I said that because I'm activating it. It has Maxi, and like Effect Veiler and stuff, and Droll and Lockbird. All of those cards are pretty good and still used to this day, so we'll be going over them at some point. Sweet. No pressure, though. You don't have to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! If you don't want to. I just think it's very fun. Well, I don't play it as much anymore, but I can't believe it. You've grown even more powerful than my wildest imagination. I felt something when you faced our host. I had no idea it was a premonition that I would be facing a true duelist this day. So, after defeating everybody in this area at least 5 times, we've unlocked the final area. The Duel Computer automatically unlocked once you beat everybody 5 times. Pegasus you get once you have Toon World as a card. You can also put the password in to unlock him. It's pretty easy. One of these is the Grandpa Yugi, and you get him from having at least 1 copy of every card in the game. There's 819 cards in the game, so you have to have at least 1 of each of those in order to unlock him. And then Simon is unlocked once you win the national tournament that's held in November. So let's go over the Duel Computer first, since he's going to be our first opponent of this area. Now, we do not have to defeat any of these people any certain number of times to unlock any kind of packs, so we're just going to duel each of them 1 time just to kind of show you what they're like. You can duel them as much as you want, though. Their decks are pretty cool. Looking at the Duel Computer's deck, he might be tied with the Yami Bakura as the best deck in the game, honestly. He might be better. It's probably tied, honestly. They're both pretty good. His attack barrier is 1900, defense barrier 1200. He has less 1900 attack point monsters to summon. However, he has way more flip effect monsters. Cyber Jar, 3 Morphing Jar, 2 Morphing Jar number 2, 3 Man-Eater Bug, 3 Magician of Faith, and 2 Del Duo, which is going to be super annoying, 2 Ring of Destruction, which is going to be really difficult for us because after we summon Boy's Ultimate Dragon, if he has Ring of Destruction set, we just lose. And then he also has 3 Gravekeeper Servants, which means every time we attack, we have to mill the top card of our deck, so put it from the top of our deck into the graveyard, and he has 3 copies of those. This is annoying, it's not actually very good. He also has Call of the Haunted and Mirror Force. He also has Negate Attack, which we haven't seen in a little while. Kind of funny. I am Duel Computer. My system designer is Seto. Deck structure complete. My deck has been matched against yours for optimum performance. I'm ready to thrash you. Oh, the computers have risen. Okay. Oh, they have the Gravekeeper Servant. That's fine. Like I said, that's just an annoying card. It's not actually very good. With a face down, which is not surprising at all. We do have the Cyberstein, which kind of sucks for us. That's Confiscation. I wish we had another monster other than just Cyberstein in our hand. So we have Gemini Elf, 1 Magical Hat, Morphing Jar, and Change of Heart. Nothing really hurts our combo except for this, though. So we're going to get rid of that. It could easily be Man-Eater Bug set, though. I don't trust it. So I'm going to set the Trap Hole, 7 tools. I'm going to set the second Trap Hole in case he flips it and it's like a Magician or a Gemini Elf set or something. I just don't feel comfortable just attacking in with our Cyberstein just yet. Because if it's Man-Eater Bug or Morphing Jar number 2 or Cyber Jar, we lose pretty hard. Okay, so he was a Witch. I don't need to Trap Hole that. That's fine. He's going to take us down a little bit on life points, but I want to save the Trap Hole for another monster that they could summon. So they have Morphing Jar in hand, and the White Magical Hat, and then an unknown card. But the Trap Hole is going to keep our life points safe, because while the Cyberstein's in attack mode. Oh, I wonder what they're going to add off of the Witch. Probably Man-Eater Bug or something. Yeah, it's fine. Bistro Butcher. Okay, that's actually good for me. Because he can summon that in attack mode, and I can just Trap Hole it. And then we'll end our turn. So we have Trap Hole's defense, and then we have Heavy Storm to make sure our attacks get through in the next turn. Yep, so Bistro Butcher, easy peasy. We'll just Trap Hole that. And then you draw any other things? Nope. Okay, cool. So then we just attack for game. So that was pretty easy. Boom. Yep, we milled another card. Doesn't really matter. Awesome. Duel Computer. Not too bad. If you've beaten everybody up to this point, the Duel Computer shouldn't be too bad. Duel complete. Battle records indicate you have won. Unacceptable! We'll thrash you when next we meet. Have a nice day. So the next duelist we're gonna duel is gonna be Pegasus. So Pegasus's attack barrier is 1900, defense barrier 1500. His deck is a little more, you know, anime leaning, so it's only going to be about a 3-star duel. It's not very powerful, but he does have some good stuff like the Vorse Raiders and the Witch of Black Forest. He has Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, but then he has some silly cards like the Time Machine. He has 2 copies of Toon World and a bunch of the Toon cards. One thing we're going to have to worry about is the Cyber Jar. Other than that, he doesn't really have any flip effect monsters. Overall, this should be pretty easy. Nice to meet you. I'm sure you've heard of me. That's right. I'm the duelist of duelists, the master of masters. Maximillion Pegasus is the name, and dueling is my game. Can't wait to show you my stuff. And hilariously enough, in order to use Toon World, you do have to pay 1,000 life points. I'm actually not sure if that is the way it works in this game. I think some of the older games it was kind of different, but that just makes it closer for our Cyberstein combo to win. We do have Last World Cannon Soldier, MST 7 tools. Okay, so like I said, he shouldn't have any flip effect monsters that do anything crazy except for Cyber Jar. What was his face down? It was a Magic Jammer, okay. I will summon the Gemini Elf, though, and just attack. Let's just kind of see what's going on. And then if this isn't anything, or even if it is, then we're clear next turn, too, so... okay. Oh, he's the Sinister Serpent. That's pretty good. Because you just get added back and set it again. We can set our 7 tools, and then now we can try to go for our last Dual Cannon Soldier combo next turn. And we should be safe. Let's see. Okay. Oh, no, he Feather Dusted me. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no, and he set it face down. Shit. Okay. It's very possible that that is a Sinister Serpent set. So I will still just attack him with the Gemini Elf just to be safe. Oh, it's a Nimble Momonga. Okay, that's fine too. A little unfortunate because now they're going to gain life points, and that makes it harder for my OTK to work because I have to have a certain amount of damage. But that's fine. We're going to take this one out, and then hopefully we can get a little bit of damage in with some other monsters before we do our Cyber Signing combo. We want to make sure the way is clear for that, so... Ah, Boar Trader, okay. That's fine. It gets me an add off the Witch. I'll probably add the Dimensional Warrior. Okay, Dimensional Warrior? It's always a good card to have. So, I know his face down isn't anything crazy. It's not Mirror Force or anything. So, let's try the Cyber Sign combo. Let's see. We have Magic Jammer to protect ourselves on the following turn, so I think it's okay. Cyber Sign. We're actually going to summon him in attack mode. That way he can attack over the Nimble Momonga so we can get a little bit more damage in. And get a summon our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon! Okay. So then we're going to go to battle phase. Attack first with the Cyber Sign into this one. And it's going to go up by 1,000 life points again. So we had to deal basically 11,000 damage to get a duel, but that's okay. Not a big deal. When you have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in play. And that brings them down to 6,000, so we're pretty sure to win next turn. And they don't have anything they can summon that attacks over my Cyberstein for 2,200, I don't think. They'd have to have like Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, but I don't think they'd be able to summon it here. Oh no! Good thing I have Magic Jammer. Oh no! See, that's why we wait until we have protection. We don't always wait, but like, it's good to wait. You gotta know when to wait and when not to wait. Okay, so we're gonna summon the Dimensional Warrior. And then we're gonna go into battle phase, and then we're just gonna attack with the Dimensional Warrior. That way, no matter what it is gonna get banished. Okay, cool. It wasn't Cyber Jar. It's nice that banishing this the Sinister Serpent. It's not gonna matter because we're about to win, but them not adding it back over and over again is pretty good for us. Oh shit! I could have just attacked with the Blue Eyes Ultimate one. Okay, cool. And that's Pegasus defeated. Now I am the winner of Duelist Kingdom also. No! My mind scan failed me. I can't see what you're thinking. Sweet, so this unlocks the Green Millenium Puzzle Pack now that I've beaten everybody in this tier 10 times. So let's look at that pack. Okay, so this pack for the normal short print common, it's actually Obelisk the Tormentor. This is the only way to get this card too. So if you want an Obelisk, this is the only way to get it. You cannot actually play it in your deck though. This is going to be part of your collection, but it is still kind of cool. For the Secret Rares, you get a couple of different alternate art cards like the Dark Magician, the Thousand Dragon, but nothing here is really too good as far as things we want to put into our deck. Ultras, you get the Dark Magician Girl, that's fun, Panther Warrior, there's a bunch of Yugi cards it seems like in this pack. Supers, you get the alternate art Blue Eyes and the alternate art Flame Swordsman. And then as far as the commons go, you get both versions of Celtic Guardian. You get a Gazelle, another Yugi card, and some alternate art cards like the Tiger Axe and the Pendulum Machine. Nothing from this pack is too cool outside the Obelisk. Okay, so it is finally time for the Nationals. So today's the first round, and then it's going to be every Sunday for the next couple rounds. There's 4 rounds total, so the last one will be on the 25th. So that means we're going to have to do some duels in between each round, unfortunately. However, I still need to beat Kaiba 20 times, so we can do that in between some of these rounds. And then after that, we'll just surrender a bunch to move the days forward. However, we have unlocked, after beating, let's go into here real quick. After defeating Yami Yugi 20 times, we have unlocked the Buster Blader pack. So let's go over the contents of that pack. So for the short print common is Call of the Haunted. Really good trap card. You can play 3 of it. It's Monster Reborn but a trap, essentially. The secret rare is Jinzo. It's just a monster that negates all trap cards while it's on the field. It's pretty effective. Your opponent can't Mirror Force you, Trap Hole you, stuff like that. So it's really powerful if you can get it onto the field. It's not useful in our deck in particular just because we don't have a lot of monsters to tribute over. But in some decks it's pretty good. Ultra Rares, Buster Bladers in this pack, obviously it's his pack. Parasite, and Chain Destruction, none of these cards are very good. Super rares. The best one here is Imperial Order. That one negates all spell cards. It's kind of like Royal Decree, but for spells. However, you do have to pay 700 life points during your standby phase, which is not that big of a cost to negate all spell cards. Spells are pretty powerful. The other 3 cards are not very good, though. And as for the rares, Nobleman of Crossout, very, very good card. It banishes 1 face-down monster on the field, and then if it's a flip effect monster, both players remove as many copies as possible from their deck. So, it's going to be a really, really powerful side deck card, or even a main deck card for us, if we can manage to get some. And then for the commons, Morphing Jar number 2 is a common here, as well as Ceasefire, which does some burn damage. It's okay, but a lot of the monsters in this game are normal, so it's not going to be very powerful here. Dust Tornado is also a pretty useful card, however, with MST at Mystical Space Typhoon at 3, as well as 2 Heavy Storm and stuff, it's not necessary in this game, although in later games we're going to be playing more Dust Tornado. Premature Burial, though, is a common, and it is at 3 in this game. Very, very powerful. Pay 800 life points, special summon a monster from your graveyard, and equip it to that monster, and then if it's gone, if it leaves the field, the monster gets destroyed. So it's a good way to bring back Arkana Soldier for our OTK. If we get some of those, we'll probably play those as well. But we already have a lot of cards that pay life points, so I don't know. We also were able to get 3 Nimble Momonga for our deck to help with the life point paying. So the annual championship is held now. Duelists come to compete to establish their position as the top in the world. Championships, first round. Oh, it's against regular Bakura? Awesome. In the championships, the more games you win, the stronger your opponents get. If you can't win the first round of duels, you don't belong here. Oh, so I wonder if it's each round is each tier, so of the first 4 tiers. So like the first round is always going to be one of the tier 1 opponents. That makes sense. Okay, so these are in a match format, so the first round should be pretty easy though. I will actually just set the Nimble Momonga and see what they do to that. I think I will end my turn, yes. Because I want to get the 2 out of my deck when they attack over my monster. Cool. Like they're going to now. And then I can Graceful Charity after that, so that way I don't accidentally draw Nimble Momongas. I also have Cannon Soldier and Last Will in my hand already, so we already have a pretty powerful combo. And we'll put both those on the field, and then when they die, I get 1,000 life points. Pretty helpful for our strategy. I also put a second monster in the extra deck. It is the Meteor Black Dragon. Not very good. Not as good as the Blue Eyes Ultimate, but I only have 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate right now. I was trying to get packs to get a second copy of it, but I could not, so it's fine now. The Meteor Black Dragon will be good enough for a little bit. They do a face down. Let's activate the Graceful Charity. Let's see what they do. No Magic Jammer? Okay. Alright, so I can discard. Witch of the Black Forest is not the biggest deal. I don't think I need Dark Hole either, so let's get rid of that. Actually, we can look at what Bakura has in his deck list, so let's look that up. We have the power of knowledge on our hands, and we're going to use it, because we only get 1 shot at this. And if we fail, we have to try again next year, so. Okay, it looks like it has Spellbinding Circle, Magic Jammer, and Trap Hole as his trap cards. So nothing I have to be really too worried about here. So, they can Trap Hole this if they have it. Cool, okay, they did. Alright, so we'll flip this face up. And we will summon the Cannon Soldier. We don't win this turn, but we do have a lot of trap cards to help protect us. And it is the best 2 out of 3. It is a match, so even if we don't win 1 game, it's not that big of a deal. Although, I do feel like we're going to win this one. Because if not, you have to do this all over again. And something I learned recently, actually, is that in the Japanese version, you actually had to win this Nationals 3 times to unlock all the characters in the game, which is absolutely ludicrous, because you have to do everything we've already done 2 more times. So you have to do essentially like almost 1,000 duels just to get to the end of the game. Isn't that absurd? Actually crazy. It already is pretty crazy in my opinion currently, so expecting a kid to always win the Nationals on their first try, that's kind of a lot, I think. Like 4 matches is kind of tough for a child to do. Alright, so we have Trap Hole, Mirror Force. Okay, we don't have any spell or trap negation. That's unfortunate. Or, yeah, no spell negation. Okay, that's fine. We can Trap Hole that. So that's game 1-1. Very, very easy. And then now I have to decide if I want a side deck or not. I don't think so. I think the side deck will come in handy against, like, just some duels in particular. How will this win influence the next duel? I wonder what he sided in against me. I don't think they side deck anything, actually, because there's no side deck on their deck list. I think they just say that to encourage you to do it. We got Mega Morph. That's really good. That's really, really good. So we can set the Witch of the Black Forest, add Cyberstein that way, and set the Trap Hole. And then we can Mega Morph our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to 9,000. Okay. Nope, we don't need to stop that. We want our monster destroyed. Okay, and then we're gonna add the Cyberstein off of this. We don't have Last Will, so we want to just add it directly. Cool, and no back row, that's awesome. And did I have a Dark Hole in my hand? I think I did, right? No, I have Heavy Storm, okay. So I can summon, activate the effects. Nope. Okay, and we're gonna summon out the Blue Eyes Ultimate. And we're just gonna go ahead and Monster Reborn the Witch of the Black Forest, just to give us a little bit of extra damage. I don't think we have exactly enough where we are currently, so. Okay, and then we're gonna equip the Megamorph. Cool. And then go, oh, nope, I don't want to activate anything. Don't ask me that. I don't want to make a mistake. Not here, not now. Okay, so we're gonna attack over for a bunch of damage, 7,600 or something like that. So much. Okay, we actually did have enough with just that, the Cyberstein. Okay. Well, that's better be safe than sorry. Sweet, and that's the first match of the Nationals won. I lose. You're really good, aren't you? Those of you who have survived the first round have earned the right to participate in next week's second round. Use your week to build an even stronger deck. You'll be facing some very tough duelists. Oh, cool, so I got set sail for the kingdom. That's very fun. Okay, so then, yeah, like I said, we gotta do a few duels until next Sunday, and then we're gonna do the second round. Okay, now it's round 2 of the Nationals, so let's get into this. We have added no new cards to our deck, though, so. Championships, round 2. Hehehe, the second battle will be a breeze. You are no match for me. So yeah, this does kind of confirm my theory that each round is the from a duels from the tier of the corresponding rounds. So like next round will be a rare hunter of some sort, which is fine. So we have the Cannon Soldier Last Will combo. So we'll set Dimensional Warrior. Maybe they'll attack into it, get their monster banished, and I can attack directly for some stuff. Magic Jammer is getting destroyed. That sucks. Oh well. Okay. So their monster will get banished. That's good for me. Leave their field wide open. Hopefully they don't put any spell and trap cards face down, and we're good to go. Nope. There is one. Very scary. Okay. I'll activate the Pot of Greed. If it's Magic Jammer, they probably use it here. It doesn't seem to be. Graceful Charity. Okay, let's activate that. I want to try to find some spell and trap removal. I really don't want to get hit by any crazy trap cards here, so. Get one of these, and then I have 2 witches in hand, so we'll get rid of those. Let's look at Weevil's deck list, though, actually. See what his face down could be. Alright, so he has 2 Magic Jammer or a Mirror Force. So it's for sure Mirror Force set. And he has how many cards in hand? 3? Okay, so I can Del Duo him. Get the last of his cards out of his hand. Not the last of them. He still has one more, but what did he discard? Okay. It's for sure Mirror Force set. So what I can do is I can summon the last witch. Set the Magic Jammer. And then go, yeah, let's go into battle phase. Let's attack. It'll trigger the Mirror Force. Yep. And then I have Magic Jammer set, right? Yeah. Let's add an Emblem of Monga. That way we can potentially gain some life points here, because we might need to. Let's go into main phase 2. He only has 1 card in hand now, so we're going to summon off Last Will. We're going to summon our Cyberstein in defense. And we're going to go ahead and summon our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, just because we have Magic Jammer to protect it from Raigeki or Dark Hole. So we should be good. He only has 1 card in hand too, so doesn't have many more options left. Man-Eater Bug would kind of suck for him to have, but okay, it looks like he does not have it. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We don't win this turn, but that's okay. Actually, I think now we do. Yeah, so I Snatch Steal the Witch. I can then summon my Cannon Soldier. Yes. And then attack with all of them, and then I should be able to tribute for the last of the damage I need. And then that should be game 1. So activate the effects, make sure we tribute the witch. And yeah, the giant rat, interesting, okay. And then we'll use Cannon Soldier to finish the game. Alright, so that's game 1 against Weevil done. Haha, take that. My insects, they have been defeated. I will stand it no longer. It is time to use the card from the side deck. I could have put Eradicating Aerosol on my side deck for this one, but it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Let's use Graceful Charity. Let's see what we draw. Opening Del Duo is nice, though. We'll open kind of another Graceful Charity. A 2-dimensional warrior. I don't think we need 2 of those. Change of Heart is important. I guess I can get rid of the Trap Hole. Yeah, I don't necessarily need it. Let's do the second Graceful Charity. Let's see what else we get here. Magic Jammer, Last Will, MST. Okay. We have Heavy Storm, so we don't need the MST. We have Last Will, which is nice. And we have Change of Heart. Okay, so we don't need the Dimensional Warrior, because what we'll do is we'll set the Sengen, have their monster attack over it, then we can add a Cannon Soldier to our hand, and then we can Change of Heart their monster, sacrifice it for Cannon Soldier, then last will out Cybersign and do our combo to win. And we can Heavy Storm their back rows, make sure they have nothing. And then if for some reason we can't win that turn, we have Magic Jammer we can set, so... Okay, go ahead. Oh no, they just set a monster, damn, okay. It's probably Maneater Bug then, right? Yeah, let's Heavy Storm, let's see what happens. Oh, it's Magic Jammer? Okay, so they discard from that, that's silly, okay. Yeah, it's like we could Del Duo and then have them discard, and it's essentially the same thing, but I would have to pay the 1,000 life points, which is something I don't necessarily want to do. Let's look at their monster, let's see if it's Maneater Bug, like I think it might be, that'd be really good for us. It is Parasite, okay. So that's not what we wanted it to be. Oh, that's so funny. I shuffled it into his deck. Because he has insects or something? I don't know. What the hell? Okay, that's so funny. Alright, let's just attack. And then how many cards are in his hand? Just one? Right? Okay, cool. Proceed to main phase 2. I guess I'll set the Magic Jammer. I don't think I really need it, but I can discard the Del Duo off of it. I do want to add Cyberstein if I can. Okay, nope, they set a monster. Second Last Will. Okay, so I really wanted this to be a Maneater Bug now, ironically. So, my monster dies? Yeah, cool. Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna actually add Cannon Soldier here, because I have 2 Last Will in hand. So the next turn I can kind of combo off. I will add Cannon Soldier, but I will Last Will out of Cyberstein this turn, I think. Because he only has 1 card in hand. And I have the Magic Jammer set, so this should be okay. So Last Will, Cyberstein in defensive mode, and some of the Boys Ultimate. Okay, cool. And then we have a little bit of defense with the Magic Jammer. And the next turn we have Cannon Soldier and Last Will, so we should be able to finish him off next turn. Feather Duster. That's fine. Negating it's not going to really do anything, so... Okay. So I can summon the Cannon Soldier here. Let's turn this to attack mode. Go to battle phase. I'll attack with the Cannon Soldier first. Hopefully it's not Maneater Bug. If it isn't, we're okay. Okay, it's not. We're good. Main phase 2. And then they still have 1 card in hand? No, they have no cards in hand at all, actually. Okay, interesting. Alright, so we'll tribute this. Actually, no, we have enough for game here. Never mind. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we will activate Last Will to summon out another Cannon Soldier. Actually, it could be anything. Let's actually summon out Sengen. Or Witch. That's fine. We'll use this to tribute. Because they don't have anything, so it's not that big of a deal what we add and do here, but it's best to get into good habits. Oh, no, I don't need to look at the effect. I just want to add it. Okay. And then we'll activate the effect again, tributing the Blue Eyes Ultimate. And then 1 last time for the Cannon Soldier, and that'll finish them off. And we won round 2! Nice. Easy so far. But the harder duels are later, so that makes sense. Yeah, better not forget this. The next time I see you, my Insect Queen will destroy all of your petty monsters. You've reached the semifinals! If you win, you'll be just a mere step away from being the champion. Now would be a great time to double check your deck, as well as your side deck. There's no such thing as being too prepared. That's true, and I got the Monarchy. That's interesting. This is a ship. It has nothing to do with the king. Cool, and that is 20th win against Kaiba. And that unlocks the Eye of Wdjat Pack. Yes, this one, the Millenium Eye looking thing. Looking at the secret rares, a bunch of them are cards from the TV show, like the Insect Queen, Harpie Lady Sisters, Black Skull Dragon, Panther Warrior, Metal Zoa. The only meta cards in this thing are Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, and Messenger of Peace. Mirror Force is at 1, like I've said before plenty of times, so the Solemn Judgment's really good. If we had multiples of those, we'd probably play them. I don't, unfortunately. As far as the Ultra goes, more stuff from the show. Toon World, Toon, Summon Skull. So if you don't have Toon World already for Pegasus, this is another way to get it. Tribute to the Doomed, Buster Blade or Barrel Dragon, some other fun stuff like that. Super Rares, only 1. Lord of Dragon, kind of weird. And then for the commons, you do have Magician of Faith, Dimensional Warrior, Maneater Bug, Muka Muka, Axe of Despair. Actually, the commons are a lot better in this pack than the other high rarity cards. And that means I have unlocked every pack that I can by defeating duelists. Okay, now it's the semifinals. Very exciting. Championships. Semifinals. Oh, it's Seeker. Okay. I have seen the strength of your luck firsthand. Yeah, so I have Confiscation against him, so we can get out those Exodia pieces. Same with 2 Del Duo, so this should be okay, as long as I'm careful of Exodia. So, I'm a little nervous, but it shouldn't be too bad. Cannon Soldier, oh no. Alrighty. One face down. What's our hand look like? MST, nice. Momonga, Snatch Steel, Raigeki. Okay, perfect. So we can MST their face down. Alright, let's look at what they discarded of Graceful Charity as well. So they discarded a Skellingle and a Witch of the Black Forest, and I just destroyed their Mirror Force. They have a Cannon Soldier in play. Okay, that's so funny. So I can Snatch Steal their Cannon Soldier, which then gives me a Cannon Soldier, which I like to have. I can now summon my Cyberstein, and then do my regular combo, using their Cannon Soldier. That's so funny. Alright, let's put the boys' Ultimate Dragon on play. And I don't think they play Karibo, so but anyway, let's just be careful and do it this way. This is the semifinals after all. We have to play with super tight technical play, and then activate the effect to make sure we tribute the Cyberstein first, and then we gotta tribute the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon next. Gotta be very careful here, don't want to click the wrong button. This is for all the marbles, and then activate on himself. Boom. Game 1-1. Super simple. Haha, nice. OTK. I am a member of the Ghouls in my Exodia deck. No, it can't be happening. It's not possible. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm going first though, so I can't beat you in one turn this time. I can, however, set my Dimensional Warrior, and I'm gonna wait to use Del Duo till I know for sure he has an Exodia piece in hand, because I want to try to get one. Okay, so we just set a monster. Interesting. Do I have Change of Heart? I can't remember. I have Raigeki. Okay, cool. So we win. So we'll Raigeki their monster. Alright, no matter what it is, we don't get messed up by it. And we're gonna Cyberstein. This is so easy. We're gonna activate the effects. We're gonna summon out our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then we're gonna equip it with the Megamorph. Awesome. And then Megamorph. Wow. Okay. So this is an OTK, and it's not an FTK. The last game it was an FTK, first turn kill. This is a one-turn kill still. So boom, got him. Haha! Oh, that was so easy. No need to side deck at all. Boom. I like how it reduces my monster's attack points after the duel's over. No! No! I lost! My unbeatable deck! What will I tell Marik? Your triumph in today's duel has earned you the right to participate in the final battle of the final stage! Emerge victorious, and you'll be declared the highest ranked duelist. And I got the glory of the king's hand. A bunch of money! Okay, now it is finally the final round of the national championship. No pressure at all, right? Championships. Finals. Oh, fuck, it's Yami Bakura. This is like the hardest one. Alright. Beat me, and you walk away the victor. I'm amazed that you made it this far. To be honest, I was looking forward to facing Yugi. But I guess you can't always get what you want. Yeah, this is gonna be the hard, so that sucks actually, because Bakura is the hardest one. Alright, we just gotta play well, and it should be fine. Alright, so we open Sangan, Pot of Greed, Cannon Soldier, Del Duo, Cyberstein. Okay, that's really good. So we're gonna Pot of Greed. Let's see what we get off this. Cannon Soldier, Trap Hole. We got Del Duo. I'll go ahead and Del Duo them. See what we get off this. I got two monsters. Magician of Faith and a Giant Soldier of Stone. Interesting. Okay. So I can set... No, I'll summon the Cannon Soldier and set the Trap Hole. I assume he's going to be able to summon a monster to attack over it. He's 3 Gemini Elf, 3 Vorse Trader. Oh, he doesn't have anything? Interesting. Okay. So I'm a little hesitant here. I'm gonna... Because let's look at his deck list. Yeah, he could have all kinds of things set. Oh, let's summon the Sangan. Let's go into battle phase. It could be like a Dimensional Warrior, or it could be Man-Eater Bug, it could be Penguin Soldier. There's so many options it could be. Wall Illusion. Okay, yeah, that's also a problem. Yeah, my monster gets bounced. That sucks. Okay. We have a Trap Hole set though, so I'll go to main phase 2. We'll set the MST and pass turn. Oh, nice. Good. That's what I wanted, so I can Trap Hole that. That's really nice for me. Opens up his board. And there's no face downs. Cool, okay. Nimble Momonga. I think I summon it. And then just attack with both these guys. Because I need to get them to a point where I can summon Cyberstein and win that turn. I'm a little afraid to do otherwise. And if they attack over either one of these monsters, that's okay. Ideally, they attack over the Momonga, so I can gain some life points from it. But this sets me up to win next turn with the Cyberstein play, so go ahead. And then hopefully this will have them put something in attack mode because my monsters are so weak. Awesome, cool. Okay, yep. Alright, they take over Sangan, that's fine. Well, I only take 100, so not a big deal. And then I'll add, I don't know, I'll add Dimensional Warrior, I guess. I have to think, make sure I have enough damage. Oh, cool, I definitely have enough damage now. So we're gonna summon Cyber Sign. They could have Karibo, so we gotta be careful of that. And then we're gonna have Monster Reborn. Let's Monster Reborn their Summon Skull, why not? Let's go to Battle Phase. Yeah, let's attack over here. I was thinking about suiciding my Nimble Momonga to gain life points, but I don't think that's the right play. Because they could have Karibo here. Okay, they don't have Karibo, so we're good, we win. I was nervous about the Karibo. Because if they had it, then it stopped our push. So, and we really need to win this, because I'm not doing this. I do not want to grind to do the Nationals again for a second time. That would just be an insane grind that I really, really would not like to do. Alright, so we got game 1. That takes off a lot of pressure. That takes off a lot of pressure. I always like winning game 1 of a match. That's really important because it always feels like you're uphill. You know, you're doing good. Interesting. Gonna look forward to a repeat performance in the next duel. Let's find out. Yeah, I mean, I made the side deck to side, but I have yet to use it. This doesn't seem to have been necessary just yet. I don't know. Might be misplay to not be using it. So I don't know. Okay, actually, we're gonna activate Del Duo and get rid of some of their cards. Then I'm gonna set the Nimble Momonga, and I'm gonna hold the Pot of Greed until after I've summoned the other 2 from the deck. That way I don't draw any of them. Force Reader Graceful, that's pretty good to hit. So I'll set the Momonga, and then I guess no, I'm not gonna set the Trap Hole. Because I would only set it to try to bait out spell trap removal. But I want them to summon a monster to attack. Okay, did not do that. Alright, so I can Heavy Storm here. Here, their spell or trap card. Oh, it's Magic Hammer? Okay, nice that they used it. It's really funny. Okay. So I can now activate Pot of Greed. I was wanting to hold it, but I need more cards. So last will Cyberstein. Okay. So what I can do is I can summon the Witch and see if this is Man-Eater Bug or anything. Before I put my Cyberstein. I really want to be really safe in this game. I don't want to mess anything up here. What are they adding back? Graceful? Okay, that's pretty good for them. Yeah, it's pretty good for them. And then you go to main phase 2. And we'll go ahead and set the Trap Hole. They are on 2 cards, but they do get to draw 3 and then discard 2. I don't know. They're going to see a lot of cards here. Do I want to Trap Hole that? I think so, because if the board's open for the Cyberstein play, it's really good for me. So yeah, let's Trap Hole. Probably gonna add what, Summon Skull? Okay, and then are they gonna Graceful? They do not Graceful Charity. Okay, so that means they lose. That's such a wild decision. Okay. That's not enough if they have Karibo here currently. So let's Graceful Charity. Let's see if we can draw a Cannon Soldier. No, we do not. Okay, we'll have to discard this. So this does not win through Karibo, but we have to make the play anyway, I think. It puts them at, like, 300 life points, though, so... we'll see. We'll attack with Cyberstein first, though. No, Karibo, we win! Nice! That means we win the Nationals! Oh my god, it's so fun. Yeah, and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for game! Nice. I won 8-0. I didn't even lose a single game in all those matches. Wonderful. I can't believe it. You've grown even more powerful than my wildest imagination. After a grueling series of battles and well-fought victories, you're announced as a victor and champion! The crowd roars its approval as you ascend the winner's block. Their applause is deafening as you are handed the symbol of your victory. A pack. So let's go into the campaign mode, and then we should have some new duels at the very end. Well, Simon is unlocked now, so we can duel him. Let's look at his profile, though. Okay, looking at his deck profile, his attack barrier is 2,000, defense barrier also 2,000, with the Panther Warrior and the Vanisher of Light. So he has a pretty big range here. He also has a bunch of like really, really good cards, like the Cyber Jar, Magician of Face, Vorce Raiders, Muka Mukas. He has Total Defense Shogun in his deck, which is kind of weird. Not that great of a card, but he does play it. Imperial Order, Mirror Force, and a bunch of the good spell cards that we've seen. It's a really, really good deck, so we might have some trouble with it. My name is Simon. You've come quite a ways, child. I believe I may have something for you, but you'll have to earn it. Do I have to beat him in order to get one of every card? Is that the idea? I think it might be. So let's duel him, and then we'll check after that to see if we unlock Grandpa Yugi. Alright, Cyberstein in our opening hand. That's always nice to see. Snatch Steel Reg. Okay, so we'll set the trap hole. We don't have anything we can do right now, so we'll just go and pass. Hopefully he summons a monster in attack mode or something. Ah, no, Heavy Storm. Shit. Okay. Muka Muka. That's pretty good for him. Oh, and then nothing. Cool. Okay. Oh, perfect. So I can Raigeki here. And then this is actually going to be a really boring duel for you guys. I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and summon the Cyberstein. Activate the effect. Go ahead and summon our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Now, the only way he wins here is if he has double Karibo, or if he holds the Karibo for a higher attack point monster, which is possible, however unlikely. So let's go to battle phase, and then let's attack with Cyberstein first, just to bait out a Karibo. Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. And attack for game! Ha-ha! Easy peasy. I think I can safely say that you have what it takes to become a worthy duelist. You become more than this old one can handle. So now we have unlocked the yellow puzzle pack. You get that once you have collected every single card in the game is how you unlock it. So the normal rare, or the normal short per common, is going to be Slifer the Sky Dragon. Only way to get it is through this pack. The secret rares are Crush Card Virus. That's amazing. It's so good in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! It's amazing. But it's unlocked at the end of the game, so we can't really use it any further. But it is a really good card. You can also get all the Magnet Warriors here. Ultra rares, Harpie's Pet Dragon, the Valkyrion, and then Ring of Destruction is really powerful, but again, we're at the end of the game, we can't really use it anymore, but it is a very good card. Super rares, Anti-Spell Fragrance, or Anti-Magic Fragrance in this game. Very good card in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, it's actually banned now, but it was really good in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But not so much great in this game. The rare, Sinister Serpent, is amazing for discarding and adding it back to your hand over and over again, and then some of the other cards are all from the show. And for the commons, you got the Harpie's Feather Duster at common, which is hilarious. You also get Voice Raider in this pack too, so not a bad pack at all. So let's see if Grandpa Yugi's unlocked now. He is! Awesome! So let's go over Grandpa Yugi's profile. Looking at his deck profile, his attack barrier is 1900, defense barrier 2000. His deck is a little more simple. Well, he has the 5 pieces of Exodia. He has his Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. He has 3 Penguin Soldier, though, which is going to be kind of annoying. 2 Sangan and 2 Witch. So he can definitely sneak some wins in with those Exodia pieces, so you gotta be careful not to let him build those up too much. He also has White Hole and Anti-Raigeki, which is gonna be super annoying, so we're gonna wanna make sure we're not playing into those. He also has a bunch of the powerful spell cards and trap cards, so it shouldn't be too bad of a duel, though. It should just be fun. You must be a pretty tough duelist to face me. Let's see what you got. Swords of Revealing Light. Oh no! Okay, so I got Mirror Force, Last Will, Monster Reborn, Last Will, Megamorph, Trap Hole. Okay, well that's not very good, is it? I'll set a Trap Hole. Pass. Let's see if he has any spell trap removal. Okay. I will Trap Hole that, just to be safe. He might be able to flip his other monster face up. Ah, okay, that's fine. Only 800 attack points, it's not that bad. Interesting. I'm gonna set the Mirror Force. I don't want to Del Duo just yet. I kinda wanna hold it until I know he has an Exodia piece in hand. Okay, cool. So now I can Mirror Force and hit 2 of his cards. That's really good for me. Okay, a monster. It's always fun. So I can set the Sangan and pass. And then I can try to get the Cannon Soldier off the Sangan if it gets destroyed here. Okay, good. And then I have Last Wills, so I can do my little combo. Yeah, we're going to add the Cannon Soldier. So I'm a little nervous of when I destroy his monster, he might have Exodia piece. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I guess I'm just doing this for fun. This is the last turn anyway. Did I hit an Exodia piece? I did not. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon the Cannon Soldier out. Activate the effect. Tribute. Burn for 500. Summon out our Cyberstein in defense mode. Does he have Karibo in his deck? I actually don't know. I can look. Hold on. He does not have Karibo. Perfect. Okay. So yes, defense mode. And then activate the effect. Summon out our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And then we're going to go ahead and equip it to the Megamorph. This is our last duel of the game. It's so sad, isn't it? But it's cool we won with the Megamorph combo. And then attack. For 8,000 damage! Woo! That's the end of the game! We beat Grandpa Yugi and everybody and unlocked every single pack. And got every card. Your deck's got heart. I see a will to win. You must have made a very tough opponent for Yugi. Cool, and that is everything to do in this game. We did every single thing. We beat all the duelists as many times as we had to unlock packs, and we beat everybody at the post game. So, yeah, that's all we got to do. We're done. Well, that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a like down below. If you want to see more of my content, please give me a subscribe on the channel right here, or check out this video right here if you want to watch some more of my stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.